Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. Glad you're with us today. We have an incredible show for you, and we are bringing you all the best in jewelry. How about 3 hours of incredible selections? We've got amazing values. We've got a blue wing block D. I always like to tell you right up front these days, you never know when we're going to see our very last one here in the collection. So today we're going to bring you a 7-carat emerald cut that we have that is outstanding. I also have a larger stone for you if you're looking for a 10-carat. Actually, it's almost 11 carats in size. So we've got that on the way. There's a brand new style here. I know we love our yellow diamonds. We always do. Our 1 carats tend to be our favorites and give you a lot of great value there. But you know what? We got a new design for you. It's kind of taken the 3-stone influence of jewelry that we love, bringing it to a higher level in amazing diamond weight overall. And you can see that piece from all the way across the room. So brand new style. If you don't yet have a yellow diamond, or maybe you're looking to expand the collection before it is too late to do so, that's going to be coming up. So we're really excited about that. Brand new. Plus, maybe the biggest value, and I know it's hard to choose, right? We've always got so many values. It's hard to really basically figure out which one's the best. But I will say there is a really, really special Savorite deal today. And Savorite's not a stone we see all that often because it does get really, really pricey. It's just that rare level of garnet. And we see a lot of rare garnets, admittedly, yes. But this is a beautiful, bright, full open color Savorite, which is really the trickiest thing to get with Savorite. And we're proud to say that it's in a bridge mounting, and there's going to be a next to nothing price tag. So if you've ever wanted to collect this rare variety of garnet, today is the day you will get the opportunity to save a bundle. So we're really excited about that. Plus, earring lovers, we've got a very special wheel of earrings for you, 3 sets of earrings, all at the same incredible price tag. We're going to blow those out. It's actually going to be diamonds. And then we're going to bring you rubies, and then we're going to bring you some emeralds as well. So really, some of the biggest, best known gemstones are here, but in really nice sizes. And of course, we're going to make sure those are affordable, because when they're on a blowout wheel together, you know what that means. The price tag is basically going to fall on down to its lowest ever. So we've got that. And if you like a lot of yellow diamonds, there are, obviously we mentioned the bigger stone that we have that's new in the new design, but then there's also, look at that, almost 2 carats of yellow diamonds that are all bigger sizes, could be worthy of just, you know, individual center stones. Instead, we put it all together in a big designer style for you. So we have that as well. So lots to get to today. If you have requests, get them in. And then there's a lot of brand new designer pieces. We're going to see those one-of-a-kinds. It is a day full of one-of-a-kind. So please feel free. If you don't like to miss out, and who does when you're shopping the values we have, nobody likes to miss out. You know we can't repeat the values. So here's my recommendation. As soon as you see something today, even our emerald, our padparadscha, our Mahenge spinel, all of the most elite level stones that we bring, they're all going to be here at an incredible value, but they are one of a kinds. We've even got the brand new designer. I've got a golden tanzanite. If you've missed these before, they're all natural, but some of the most unique colors. So they're really a zoisite, but a golden color. How many times have you seen a golden yellow tanzanite? We've got one, and there's a new Congolese. So heading over to a different part of Africa, I know these have been very popular. This is one of the prettiest stones. Look at that color from all the way across the room. So lots to get to today. If you have requests, get those in. We'll help you with those as quickly as we can. And then there's even a men's sphene and a ladies sphene. We got 2 color change sphenes to give you some really good variety there in one of the most highly dispersive stones in the world. So if you like a lot of bright color and a lot of dispersion, the sphenes are going to be the ones to look at. So here's how we begin. We're going to start with some florals. It is spring after all. As we round out April here, we're getting really close to May, and think about it. This is where we really get into that spring and summer season coming up, when we've got a lot of great events and get-togethers and fabulous ideas where we want to look and feel our best. So maybe a piece of jewelry new on the way to you is a good way to go. So here we go. Our first item of the day is 112-1276, and this would be the gorgeous double floral. It's in rubies, of course. We love it. It's got the ruby action, which we adore, because actually look at how these are put together. It's not your typical ruby ring. Obviously, we'll have ruby earrings coming up where there's one center stone. That's usually what we would see. It's a little different here because you're getting all princess cuts that are fancy, faceted. Yes, a princess cut is. We know that they're square. So if you're wondering, how do they keep the rubies so seamlessly set when you're actually getting what is almost a heart-shaped look, or almost a, yeah, it really does look kind of like a heart shape that's creating these petals around those bigger bezel set diamonds. It's a carat 10 total weight in princess cut rubies. That's the first thing. They have that gorgeous blue red that we always look for out of Burmese stones that are important, but you also get the bigger diamonds, 5 points there, but just keep in mind 2 stones only. So that makes it really big diamond weight individually, and all of that for one amazing price tag coming your way. There's only one, so let the one-of-a-kind parade begin. Really, that's what we're going to see. And keep in mind, it's an 18 karat gold as well, so you get that extra upgrade to your purity in the gold, which we love. Don't see a lot of 18 karat gold and rubies, I must admit, so this is a great way to get one. And those princess cuts, so what they do is they invisibly set them, so there's no prongage between the rubies themselves. And even on the outside, there's no prongs holding that in. So it gives you this seamless look. It gives you this completely, almost like rimless look, right? And then you get those cuts that are so special where they've actually taken the square cuts on the outside and they have cut them specifically so that they can create that heart-shaped like pattern where maybe that's significant, 4 heart shapes making up each flower, 2 flowers, 8 heart shapes in total here. But that's really the look. Do you know how complicated that is to do? And think about that. They're taking square cut stones and they're actually putting them so that they can create, they're doing that carving after the fact. So they put the princess cuts together, got them made and match them first, and then have them set that way so that you can still see the way that that's going to make that curve. That is really complicated. And the fact that it's still matched to perfection, still creating that beautiful look you see, it's really special. So one only here, and we're going to blow it out. I promise you that. It's going to be extremely affordable. Stays in the white gold, of course. It's supposed to be, I kind of love this $19.99 start price. I love how the bands too, creating that bypass around the border there, the way you see the gold reach towards the outer edge of each floral that you see. So that makes it special also. And you can see how sometimes we do a double floral and it's gonna have this long extension down the hand. This really is just gonna be wearable for being 2 florals together. And you can see how the gold comes up one side here and one side there. So it really makes it interesting and almost creates a channel for those florals. It's not even $9.99. Starting off with a bang here on a Saturday. It's a good day to shop, save you a bunch. I promise you that. Anything you want to pick out, you're going to save a ton of money today. We got a big sale event going on where I'm just making sure we can move a lot of jewelry quickly as the end of April is approaching quickly. So how about this? Not even $888 or $777. I mean, 18 karat gold, rubies, matched, big diamonds. It's already looking like a value. It's already looking like there's no way they could go any lower than that, but I can, and I will. And it's going to be under $700. It's a one-of-a-kind opportunity. We're going to size it for you. It's $699 only, if you'd like that one. So that's it, a big, big value at $699. Just got to stay in the white gold. You just tell us what size you need, and we'll make that happen. Now, also, speaking of one-of-a-kinds, we got a one-of-a-kind diamonds by the yard. It used to be something we had a little bit of quantity on. That is not the case anymore. So if you like the ruby ring, give us a call, $699. We're not going to wait for pieces to necessarily go because then it really kind of cramps our style a little bit. So we're going to keep on going. We've got a beautiful, I know I get requests for this every day, but we hardly ever have anything to show you at this point. We love our diamonds by the yard. That station style of diamonds throughout a chain necklace that we see all the time in different carat weights and different ideas and different iterations. What we're going to show you is our last of its kind in the pink spinel. It is one last necklace. It's got full adjustability, 16, 17, and 18. This is our final one. So there is no hope. I have tried. I've had a list a mile long of stones we'd like to see in the DBTYs that likely we never will because it's so difficult to get. You know, people see our big stones all the time. It's centered up in a ring and they think, well, if they can do one big stone that looks like that, why not bring a bunch of little stones in a necklace? It's not always that easy. And this is where we'd love to bring you diamonds by the yard in every variety, every color, every stone. It's not that easy because these stones have to be rounds, number one, they have to match to perfection, and they have to be bright so that when they are bezel set in this chain all the way around, they still give that glow without being the big stones that you would see centered up in a ring. They've still got to have that presence and that glow to them, and that's what this does. So let's take a look at it on the hand here because it's our last, and I know how many of you asked. Now this is the back side. So there's kind of a front and a back that obviously as you are active in your lifestyle, then, you know, obviously they can switch and turn and they can move a little bit, but this is very important how this is done, and it's going to be item number 1118221, and that's our last of its kind. Now, I want to show you because there's just a little break in the spinel action here, but you can see I'm holding it at the end points of the spinels. So it's the back third of the necklace that's not done with the spinels, but it's done in that solid gold and gives you the adjustability. Of course, there's also a lobster claw closure, but you're going to get those big stones. They're the bright, hot, pinky reds. We even have a ring later to match it too. And these are those bright pinky reds that only came out of one mine in the world, and that's Tanzania. So the Mahenge mine already mined out. We're talking about a discovery that happened in '07. That's 2007. So a relatively short amount of time ago in the gemstone world, certainly, and it's a carat 06 of gem weight. So if you want to pop that color, maybe you want to layer it with your diamonds by the yard. Maybe on certain days you're looking for something that doesn't look as typical as diamonds. We know diamonds are great and they go with everything, but it's nice to have something a little bit different in an iconic style like this really brings. Let's show it to you on the neckline here as well, just so you can get an idea of the size here. And again, there's kind of a front and back, so take a good look at it when you put it on and just make sure that, you know, take a little extra, just a second to just look and see where the front of the bezels are and try to put it on that way. And then the idea is the stones go 3/4 the way around or so. So what that's going to give you is really from one side of the neckline to the other, it's all that stone weight. So we don't worry too much about the back, where normally folks don't see our necklaces from the back. But this is our last one, full adjustability, so you can wear it here, 16, 17, or 18. And it's going to be super affordable. And I think when you get these bright pinky reds, it does make it a versatile stone. You know, it doesn't need to be that piece that you're wearing only when you wear pink and red. It makes it plenty versatile for you because it really pops with other colors as well. And it's supposed to be another one that's $19.99 to start. We have one last one left. It's a great gifting idea with Mother's Day coming up. I know that, you know, Mother's Day kind of sometimes can approach really quickly when we're just getting through April, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, you turn the page to May, and soon it's Mother's Day. And think about how important a value this might be, because necklaces are easy to give as gifting, right? There's no sizing to worry about. A style like this is really universal, so they do make great gift ideas, and I can get you to a gift price point too that's not even $9.99. Last one, white gold only is how it stays. Even the chain, we did a heavier gauge chain, we did diamond cutting to that link, so you get all of that beautiful idea. And it's going to be better than even $888, $777, or $699. Remember, we just had this gorgeous ruby ring, and just to prove a point here, how those pinkies are reds. They're kind of a pinky red. Look at how it looks great with that Burma ruby ring we just saw. That's a great mix and match there opportunity. So you could have those two together. Remember, the ring is still here for $699, and they're both in white gold, so they match there on the gold color front. And if you want the spinel necklace, it's only $599 instead. So that will be it. So if you'd like that one, let me know. And then Jason, let me know if you've got the ring or the necklace, or neither or both. And which one? Necklace? All right, necklace is gone, ring is still here. Keep that in mind. Let's get to, I know with May coming up, I mentioned this, we've got just a few more days, and I know we look forward. I know, this is something normally I would do deeply into the show, several hours in, give everyone a chance to gather. This value is so good that I could not wait more than 11 minutes to show this to you, because that's how incredible and important this is, value-wise. It's item number 112-1804. It is a one in the world. And before you think, what stone is that? That can't be an emerald. It's an emerald. It's an emerald with some of the brightest, most beautiful, most vibrant color we see in emerald right there. It's amazing. It's a carat 04. So you're getting that. That's kind of a holy grail carat weight to achieve in the emerald world, because they always look bigger than they weigh. So we know that about emeralds. We know they do that, but then you get the mix of yellow and white. We have this debate almost every day. When we have emeralds go out the door, the question that a lot of our viewers ask is, okay, now do I want it in white or yellow? Which one do I want it in? Honestly, it's a struggle always, because we know historically emeralds look so good in the yellow. They look rich and bold, but then you look at all of our white diamonds we usually add, and you think about white gold. So here's where you're going to get a little bit of each. It stays as is. So you get two-tone gold, 2 tones of diamonds, and a really, really luxury superstar emerald. That is bold and beautiful. And you know what? It's also going to be really, really affordable. That's why I wanted to put it up on the early side today, because there's one. It's going to be the one everyone's talking about today. It is a huge value already at $69.99 when it was. This is a technically bridge mounting. Let me show you. The yellow diamonds that run through the middle. Hello. That's a fun view. Look at the gorgeous glow that's created underneath that basket. That's not emerald on the very, 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 very underside. It's just the glow. It's the light penetrating the stone that is allowing that to glow and create this amazing green all the way inside that undergallery and that basket work. Then the yellow diamonds run side to side. Yes. Flower ring is gone. So both of our pieces from the show so far are gone. Keep in mind, this one is going to go very quickly as well. So come on in. Do not be shy today. Promise me that we will not be shy. on these phone lines here about getting in on our favorite values because nothing is going to last. This is a very, very important day for value. You're going to see that. I think you've seen it already, but we're going to keep that going all day long. All you have to do is make sure you're dialed in because this is not going to last at $69.99, let alone where I'm taking it, which is just going to give you a rock star opportunity for value, and that's what we love. So how about this? It's a beautiful look. Let me show it to you on the hand here. Let's see what you think. And those bright open, I mean, you can see transparency. Forget about translucency. This is total transparency. You can see through the stone, which is why we were tempted and did put those yellow diamonds running through the underside in that bridge mounting. It's not going to be close, and I know we don't have anyone on the phone lines yet because you're probably thinking the lowest she can go, even if she goes on a little pricing reduction rampage, probably going to be $49.99. It is not. And this is over a carat. You've achieved that. Quarter carat in the yellow diamond, 77 points in the white diamond. So you're getting plenty of diamond weight that's going to take you over a full carat in diamonds to go with your over full carat emerald. And here's what it looks like up close. And let's not mess around here with $49.39 or $29.99. I have a larger emerald today. It's big money. It's a 2.5 carat. It's great if you're looking for just, if that's your priority, is getting the largest size you can possibly achieve. That's going to help you. But the price tag is far beyond what we're doing here. This is your moment. Give us a call. Let's get you on the phone lines. It's not even $29.99. There's one. It's the one you get right here. That's it. That's the one you will receive. What can I say that hasn't been said except another drop, another reduction, another crazy, ridiculous low price is coming your way right now, and you don't have to pay even $29.99. There are moments where in shopping, usually this doesn't happen for the luxury, where it's just like that unbelievable value that you cannot resist, but it is happening right now because there is not a better emerald for color and glow in this inventory than what is hanging out right now on your screen, and yet it is not going to be even $2,500. This is the one to own. May is coming up. This is the May birthstone. As a lot of you are aware, I think it's one of those, though, that it's less about the birthstone and more about it's one of the big three classics that we love to see. And so a lot of people want emerald. It's just a lot of people struggle to find the one they want. That's the problem with the emerald world, right? It's a real struggle to find the best of, best of, best of. And that's what this gives you right here, right now. And I'm going to make this really easy right now. Instead of $25.99, it's $1,999 only. That will get you the value of a lifetime in an emerald where you're not compromising one thing. Not the size, not the color, not the glow, not the clarity. It is all there. So that's the one to own if you want an emerald in a big size. Now again, I can show you larger later. We've got a 2.5 carat coming up that's going to be with a carat in diamonds. Actually, interesting, the diamond weights are about the same, but that 2.5 carat is going to be quite a bit different price tag. So here's how you get a big bold stone, truly transparent, absolutely 100%, almost neon color too. And you can actually see the yellow diamonds running underneath at $19.99. And we do have that round Mahenge that would go nicely with the Mahenges by the yard as well. So we do have that. Padparadscha is here. A really special, deep, rich padparadscha, but unheated. That's coming up at a great value as well. Paraíba from Brazil, they're here too. We even have a designer gold quartz for you as well. It's a 2 carat 60, and how we love our gold quartz, but they don't stick around. So we'll bring you one of those as well. But let me try this on one more time. We'll see who's got it. $19.99. Let me know if you do, because obviously there's only one, and that is some very bright, beautiful color, and it's that true grass green we look for. It's not that dingy yellow green. It doesn't have any brown tones to it. Here it is from a distance away, where I think even that color and transparency shows even more through. You can really see the difference there, and that's what happens when you get a really top quality emerald. So that's one only. Let me know who's got it, and then we're going to show you the gold quartz here, because this is always something that also is going to give us some yellow and white diamond action, but always popular here. And we've got a beautiful 1123331. Stays as is again, because we are giving you 2 tones of gold. So yet again, that beautiful option there. And then the earring wheel's coming up in about 10 minutes. So if you're an earring lover, you want a really important stud, stay with us. But this is going to be 1123331. It's a 2 carat 60 in the oval gold quartz. Now it does have first yellow diamonds. They're bright, very bright. We decided to go, because this is 24 karat pure gold in the stone. Right? Obviously, we use 14 karat or 18 karat gold to set jewelry so that it's stronger. But when it's in this pure form, where it was found in nature this way, that's 24 karat gold. So the 24 karat gold that's within the quartz gem, well, that's going to have a pretty nice richness to it. given that it's going to be that pure gold. So we really opted for a very bright variety of yellow diamond. That's going to be 48 points in your yellow diamonds and 86 points in the white diamonds. So a nice heavy diamond weight overall here that's going to total out to be a carat 34, but you've got, again, 48 plus the 86. So lots of diamond weight that either way, if they were just, individual carat weights on your own, I think they'd be really, it's been a nice way to go. But here's what we've got instead of the, I love a good price tag reduction at $69.99. We're going to take it a lot lower for you. So this is where you want to dial in as quickly as you can. Please do. Do not wait. You know how things are going to be going today. They already are going very quickly. We're going to blow this out. And I know this has been one of the most in-demand stones we bring. I think it's because you can't find it anywhere else. I think that's a big reason why. And I think that today we're so into anything that really feels, and I know this isn't technically an organic stone. We use that term for stones that are derived from a living organism, like a pearl, like coral. But this is really, it feels very like a really good nod to Mother Earth here, a really special mix of, we don't see too often where a precious metal is going to be discovered within a precious stone, and that's what's happening here. And it's not even $69.99 first caller situation. You can see how we kind of striped the yellow and the white diamonds down the sides, but did the double halo there, so that's really traditional. And you're not paying even $2,500. Boy, have we gone from $7,000, we just went right past 50% off, and are giving you an even better value right now that's going to take it on down to just $19.99. One of our more affordable gold quartz we've ever seen, actually. And get ready, because the earring wheel is coming up in less than 10 minutes now. We have 9 minutes away till we get to our earring blowout wheel. Looking forward to that. You're going to love it. Then we have also, don't forget, we've got a lot of great pieces coming up in affordable. We've got a diamond pendant that's our crescent moon. Haven't seen that in a while. We do have a designer opal piece, 2 color change sphenes, both for the men and the ladies. And then look at this. I think the spinel. Look at the spinel. That is the perfect match to the spinels by the yard we had. So whether you're looking for a match or you're just thinking about spinel in general and you want to go round, we have that one here on a blowout. Have the new Congolese, which is so important. Take a look at this. That is a beauty. And again, a square cushion, which tends to be the cut we have loved the most. So we'll see that one coming up. There's a great price associated with that 5 carat. Actually, it's a 553. So one of our larger stones we've seen of late in all of the Congolese varieties. And we even have some big tanzanite. Big emerald is here. The color change sphene for the guys. All of that, but $19.99 on our gold quartz. So let's talk about designer pendants, because gifting is something that may be top of the mind at this point in time in late April, early May. So let's take a look at this. This is called the crescent moon, and it is just a true sliver of a pendant here that is really emulating one of those really cool celestial designs that we're seeing a lot in big designers, big time designers. It's 1110447. It was first developed quite some time ago. So it's been here a little bit, and yet this price tag has come down for you. If you haven't seen this before, you probably, again, it's been a long time since it's been on the air, and you're getting 31 points in the diamonds, and they actually do this great transition from smaller to larger to smaller again. I'm holding it the left side by the bail. So the bail's hidden behind that point of mirror finished gold, which of course then is replicated on the other end, but it's gonna sit vertically on the neckline. It's gonna look beautiful because you know why? It's giving you some great length, but it's not oversized that takes it outside of everyday wearable. And I think that's what we're looking for. And it's also, these lengthier designs are great to layer up as well. So it's 1110447. We're gonna take the price down from where it was when it was first developed and first came out. Let me show it to you on the hand here, because this is important. There's something very, there's something cool about this, right? Obviously, celestial designs are happening right now in fine jewelry all over, but see how it's going to give you this great length, which is going to be a little over an inch from top to bottom, and I'll show you here. Then we'll show it on the neckline. So what you're going to do is take your favorite chain, string it right on through. I would say use your basic chains, not your diamonds by the yard for this one. That's what it looks like from a distance away. So you get 1.5 inches from top to bottom there. So it is inch. I would say, yeah, I don't know about 1 3/8. It's looking to me like it really is from the very point to point there. It is 1.5 inches. So we'll amend that. And then you have white, yellow, and rose gold as your options. So feel free to take your favorite gold color, whatever that may be, and get ready for a big time value. Because this is one great giftable VS diamond still. We never skimp on that diamond quality we bring you. This is what it looks like. So when it's actually going to, and of course the chain length that you have it on is going to dictate where it ultimately sits on the neckline. But this is how it's going to look from a distance. So imagine that layered up. Imagine it with your favorite higher chain, lower chain, Imagine it if you wanted to put it on with your diamonds by the yard, meaning diamonds by the yard separately up here, and then this one goes a little lower, because those longer length pendants are usually what we see as that last piece or that last addition to your layering stack. And then we'll show it here up close. This is just beautifully done, finished completely, solid gold in the back. Want to make it affordable in less than $9.99. Of course, that is affordable for VS Diamonds. That's reaching almost a third of a carat, yes, but we're going to take it a lot lower than that for you. So just give us a call. We'll have a few in white, yellow, rose, so you want to get them right away so that we don't run out of your gold color, but it's also going to be better than $500. And so there you have something that we don't see on VS Diamonds in a pendant that's very of the moment now. And it's nice to bring you not just the traditional, we bring you a lot of traditional and a lot of classic and a lot of our favorites, but you know what? These really up-to-date, super now modern pieces are something that we need as well. Maybe that's what your jewelry collection is looking for. Maybe you look at some of the big designers and just if it's, you know, catalogs, billboards, advertisements on TV, and you're thinking that's a really cool piece, and then you venture to look at a price tag, and even smaller diamond weights that aren't good quality are thousands and thousands of dollars. Welcome to the fine jewelry world that we live in today, unless you're shopping TVON, where a pendant like this is not even $4.99. As a matter of fact, it is $399 only. And with those points of mirror finishing, with the diamonds creating that great length within, and that's it's important the way that's done, because every diamond you can see completely is the width of the design itself. There's no excess gold around it. It's not like you have a little diamond with a lot of gold all around it. It's about bigger diamonds, the maximum size we can put in while still using all those different sizes to achieve this really beautiful tapered look. So $399, 1.5 inch in length, solid gold in the backdrop here, so you can see that's going to be nice and smooth. You know what also it does is if it's more open, a lot of times a skinnier narrow piece like this can flip and turn, and we don't want that, right? So we know that there's no good in buying diamonds if no one's ever going to see them when it's on. So it's all about in the workmanship. And you can see here how substantial it is and the way it's built all the way around. And this kind of body of gold in the backdrop allows it to sit beautifully on the neckline. So you're never worried about that flipping or turning. So that's another great feature that you won't always find when you're shopping a design like this elsewhere, but it's really, really important here. So $399, we'll give that 60 seconds, then we're going to move right along. And if you'd like to get one, feel free to do so that we have one before they're completely sold out, because the gold colors are limited. So $399, and a great gifting idea, or maybe, again, I think a lot of people all over the country a few weeks ago had the opportunity to see that solar eclipse, and maybe got into a little more into the astronomy and things like that, and really kind of the cool phenomena that happen on occasion. And if it's going to be a little bit of that reminder of, you know, miracles happen and really cool things happen when you embrace them. And that's really what this kind of reminds me of, is that there's really cool things out of nature that take place are sometimes very brief and fleeting, and we don't get to see too many of them in a lifetime, but there are ways that you can preserve that kind of memory and that kind of thought process behind even great jewelry that you can still wear every day and enjoy. So that's what I love about this one. It's still an everyday style, but giving you big, bold diamonds. So we'll get to our Mahenge spinel. I know we have a lot of requests on that. And then this new diamond ring. I mentioned it. I showed it from all the way across the room. There is a brand new style of yellow diamond ring here today. I'm going to show it to you now because I want you to see what this is all about. Check this out. This is coming in the show. And I think there might even be an omission here, because there are some really big princess cut diamonds normally that have a separate carat weight. There is no mention. It's kind of like taking that center stone, giving it a 3-stone style, building around it. This will be in our show. It's new. If that catches your eye, and I have shown you so many 1-carat yellow diamonds over the years, I have shown literally thousands of them, sold literally thousands of them. To see something like that, I think that's my new favorite design. And I don't think we're going to see it that often, because it's a difficult one to craft. It's a difficult one to make, because there's just so much high end to it, with the big princess cuts on the side, with the really big lavish diamond weights overall. But that's one that I want to remind you is coming up brand new today. So I want you to stick around to see it. Here's the padparadscha I was telling you about, though, because this is obviously, it's something that's funny, because we've been showing you a couple of really, really good Malay garnets in the last few days. On Wednesday and Thursday, I had some really unique Malay garnets, which reminded us of padparadscha's, and no doubt that probably led a few of you to say, how about an actual padparadscha? And yet most padparadscha's are just pink or just orange, and there's really not enough of the other color to exist to really reputably and truly accurately call it padparadscha. This is one that is giving you that look, giving you that idea. Let's take a look. This is orange and pink together, true blend here. But in that super unique, right? Super unique color where it's more bold. It's not just about, hey, there's a little pastel orange, there's a little pastel pink. It's giving you this really, really, really bold look. You've got the clean material, and keep in mind, this is all gonna be in an unheated stone. The item number is 112-3274. So thrilled about this one. And actually, it's a great price tag, because originally it was actually listed as something that wasn't padparadscha. Tell me what you guys think. It was listed as an orange sapphire. Therefore, it was priced as an orange sapphire. Now, orange sapphires are rare. We don't see many of those. But this is not orange. Does that look like mandarin garnet or orange diamond or citrine? No, it does not. So you get a carat 04 in an oval stone, unheated. That's the big, big difference maker here, that stone is all natural. Now, most padparadschas have quite a bit of heat treatment, and then they become what they are, padparadschas. We see very few actual natural padparadsschas, very few. Sometimes you even see, there are designers out there, have you ever noticed they call it padparadscha color? They'll call a sapphire padparadscha color. And then you're wondering, why is it called padparadscha color? Why isn't it just a padparadscha? Because they actually enhanced it or treated it to get that color. That is where I really want to stress. This is for my ultimate collector because it is all natural. Carat 04 unheated, 9 points in the pink diamonds there on each side. It's another carat 17 in the white diamonds as well that go down the shoulders of the ring and give you that beautiful split there. But nothing that's too wide open or giving you the big gaps. It's filled in nicely with those pinks. That then takes a really nice complement to the rose gold that sets the padparadscha as well. And we have one, and this is just rare. And it's just beautiful, and it's all so, so, so unique because it's natural. That's the big difference here. That's the difference maker. This is not your typical padparadscha that's treated to get there. That's what makes the difference entirely. So keep that in mind, and it's that perfect saturated level because they can be lighter. They can be a pink and an orange combo where they're very lightly saturated and very pastel. That's not the issue here. This one is deeper. It's got more reds instead of pinks. It's got more red pinks, and it's got more deeper oranges, like an almost like golden, bronzy orange. So it's really unique to find, and here's what it looks like. So we've got a special value here on one collar only that's going to be taking this piece. It stays as is, of course, in the rose and the white. Couldn't ask for a better combination, I don't think, because pink diamonds are there too. So let's give it some rose gold. Let's let the rose gold set that stone, which makes that one so lovely. And no, it is not going to be. We've got it for $49.99. Don't see anything wrong with that price tag. It's going a lot lower on this Saturday morning. We're glad you're here to see it. Glad you're here to participate. But there's one caller that can take it. Here's what it looks like on. All natural unheated stone like that. Don't see those very often. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. We're going to blow it out right now. Never seen anything like this. $1,999 just to give it away. And there's where you see it doesn't get too dark. Still got really open color to it. You still see the way the light, the colors transition through that stone as it moves. And it's under $2,000. And hey, now you're getting a carat 26 in diamonds also. So that's pretty impressive. And that's just the side accent weight. So that's where I would say if you've been waiting for a padparadscha, because you know they're expensive, it's one of the rarest stones overall in the world. Forget about just the sapphire category. Yes, we know it's the rarest of sapphires. We understand that. Obviously, we've shown you some Windsor sapphires that are pretty special. We've shown you a lot of great sapphires through the years, but this is where padparadscha like that, you don't see it. And to get unheated makes the difference in bringing you rarity that is the ultimate high level. So that's $19.99. Let's give it 30 seconds. We got to move. Lots to show you. And we're going to do that earring wheel. I just had to get that padparadscha in before we get to our earring blowout that is really going to get the phone lines rocking. And we do have classic diamond studs coming up, and we do have rubies, and we do have emeralds. So two really good, famous, worldwide, well-known colored gems, but then also the really fabulous classic diamonds all on the way. So that's our padparadscha for $19.99. I'm buying that if you don't, because I don't have a padparadscha. Been doing this my whole adult life and don't have one. It's rare to get. It's rare to find. So it's really exciting to see one at that affordability level. I mean, most of the time we just can't afford padparadsschas. Am I right? You can have a really, really good access to stones. You can have a really nice, you know, maybe your discretionary funds that you like to collect gemstones with. It's just tough to find a padparadscha like that. Okay, so let's get to our earrings. I'm going to start with, and this is what I was so excited about that I had to tell you about it right up front. Earring trio coming up. We're going to start with classic diamonds, but there's a difference here. And I know a lot of people say, well, bring out the stud earrings, and then I do, and they sit here. Because most of the stud earrings still get really expensive, because if it's one single solitary diamond in each earring, they get really, really expensive. This is a style that gives you almost the look of a princess cut, because you see how the round brilliants are set squared off. So what that does is that allows you to have the princess cut look while still getting a cluster of diamonds. Now, they're not small stones. If you're looking, you'll probably notice there's only 5 of the bigger stones and then 4 of the smaller stones. So it's only 9 stones per earring. And those are big diamonds, because overall it's going to give you a nice look. That's option 1. It gives you 75 points in gorgeous diamonds that are all VS. Now, hello, these look like those museum reserve. You know the museum rubies we've brought in rings that are half-carat stones for $10,000? Well, what's going on? Because there's 2 of them here in an earring that is going to be a blowout. Tony, this is more than just a trio, I must add. If I'm going to be accurate with those graphics, this is a lot more than just a trio of earrings. This is about the blowout. And then celebrating diamonds and emeralds together, just like our rubies do. I'll tell you, those rubies are fantastic. That should be a $5,000 or $6,000 pair of earrings right here on this show. And then we have the emeralds, which, not to be outdone, look at the rounds that you're getting in these emeralds. Now, I know it's hard to keep all 3 in focus here when they're all sitting a little bit different, different spots on the wheel, but check this out. This is your classic, and it feels a little bit like holidays, right? We've got the white diamonds here. Again, that squared off design, giving you 3/4 of a carat in diamonds. We are about to be really busy on the phone lines. I know Saturdays are quiet in the morning. I get that. There's a lot going on. A lot of people are out running about town. This is where we're going to find out who all's with us. And we're going to give you Mother's Day opportunities. These will be here in time. So if you need something for Mom's Day and looks like you splurged, looks like you spent $10,000, $20,000 on a really good emerald or a really good ruby. Maybe you have a birthstone. These are all birthstones. April, of course, diamonds. And then rubies for July, and yes, May coming up in a few days, emerald. So maybe it's going to be a birthday gift. Maybe it's going to be a treat yourself moment, because you know values, and when you see values that are irresistible, it's probably giving you the green light to treat yourself. That's what I'm hoping you'll do here with a value like this one. It's a blowout. All 3 are going to be the same price. You just simply decide which one do you like, which one do you want, which one can we get you before they go. That's all you need to do here. It is not time to wait on the phone lines. We have nobody on the phone lines. It's about to be jam-packed in here, and trust me, none of these are going to stick around. We have a final call, final quantity on each and every one of them. It's final call, meaning we only have a couple of pairs, and that's lucky that we've got at least a little bit of quantity on them, but it's not going to last, I can tell you that. So here's what you're getting for carat weights. We talked about the 75 points in the diamonds here that are all bigger diamonds, and then you have 60 points in the emerald, which of course are going to appear bigger. When you see those on the ear, you'll see that. Rounds that are perfectly matched, always tough to do in the emerald world anyways. They've got the halo that's more squared off. That's 20 points in diamonds around your emeralds. And then for our final one, it's actually the carat 10 rubies, and I will tell you right now, the rubies, if you have to choose, if you can't get all 3, some of you will get all 3 because they're all vastly different. Some of you will take one of each and get all 3 pieces. Some of you will. If you have to choose one, then get the rubies. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to play favorites here, because honestly, those rubies should be easily $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 for those rubies. That is not, this is why a lot of people don't love rubies, is because they usually don't look anything like what you're seeing there on that wheel. They usually are cloudy and murky and hazy and opaque, right? They're a deep burgundy color. They're like an oxblood color, but they're not giving you full reds. They're not giving you brightness. They're not giving you glow. They're not giving you sparkle. Those rubies are giving you everything that you usually have to spend a fortune, not a small fortune, a literal fortune to get. And now you've got one of each. Take all 3, take one or the other, decide what you want. They're all birthstones. Again, this is an important wheel. And to spend under $1,000, as you're going to do, to get one of those pairs, they're not going to last. I can tell you that right now. Call me quickly. It is go time. Green, the emerald, bright, like stoplights there, glowing in the rounds, those are ones to take. The rubies are amazing. The diamonds are fantastic. The diamonds don't look like that cluster we usually do, because we usually do a cluster in rounds. This is where you're getting that squared off style. Remember, you're getting diamond halos around your rubies and your emeralds, which are all going to be either 17 points in the ruby with the carat 10 in the ruby carat weight, or of course you've got the 20 points in the emerald. But this is not a time to wait, especially when they're not $9.99. Take as many as you want. Get as many pairs as you can. I'll show them on the ear because you're probably thinking at $9.99 they must be microscopic earrings. They're probably teeny tiny. There's nothing to them. Well, this item number on the diamonds is 1110386. You can wear them two ways. You can either wear them squared off like I'm showing you here, or you can angle it like this and get more of that diamond shape, which is so important, but that just looks like one big stone, doesn't it? And then you realize, nope, it's giving me more flash and fire because it's multiple stones, 9 per earring, 18 per pair. Let's take a look at this one. I'll tell you what, not even $9.99. Yes, thank you. Rubies are already popular, by the way, at $9.99. Will you do me a favor and not sell them quite yet? Because I want to get a few more callers on the line. We have 2 people on the lines already. They're taking rubies, both of them. I can't say that surprises me. I've already recommended you at least get the rubies. I mean, I'd like to see you shop a couple of them if that's your desire. Take a look at that on. That's the diamond version there. So just to give you an idea of the size perspective, they're in the diamonds, but this is where they are not going to last. Let's go back to the wheel. I'll do that for the other 2 as well, so you can see the emerald. So already, now 3 pairs gone in the rubies. That's wise. But do you realize they're not going to be $9.99? Or $8.88, and this is what the ruby, obviously the option is to wear them either north, south, or east to west, whatever you prefer. These are centered posts and butterfly backs on each and every one of them, so you can keep that in mind. You've got that option to wear them like this, or like this, or wear them at a little diagonal angle. If you want to have almost that ear crawler style, you can do that. Look at the size you're getting. Do you want a ruby? All right, so another pair of rubies. They're almost sold out. And we're not even to our final low, and those rubies are 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom. I'll pop one of those on for you. It's also a choice of gold color on any of them as well. So I didn't mention that. You can choose. Obviously, we're loving the white gold with the white diamonds, but if you want to switch out the emeralds or the rubies, if you'd prefer to have those in something other than yellow as they're shown, you can do that as well. There's the ruby. Again, look at that glow from a distance. So amazing, isn't it? Let's go back to the wheel. We'll show you the emeralds next. And you know what I'm going to do? Not even $799 a pair. What can I tell you that hasn't been said here in the quality, the value already, but I am truly, truly blowing these out. Want you to be able to get a pair of rare, rare, rare stones and collections and sets if you want to. And with Mother's Day around the corner, oh my goodness, any mom would be absolutely ecstatic to receive a pair of fine jewelry earrings like this. Here are the emeralds from a distance away. Again, same deal. You can wear them squared off like this, very square up and down, or you can wear them at an angle where the points go north, east, south, west. That gives you a little more height to the earring. Just play with them when you get them home. Rubies are almost sold out. We're not to our final low. They're the same height as the rubies. They're 3/8 of an inch top to bottom if you wear them like that point to point, but they're not going to be, and here's what the emerald looks like on. Oh, these are so pretty. And the glow that you're getting when an emerald is able to do that from that distance away, you're looking at a superstar emerald, no doubt about it. And that's more squared off. You can obviously wear it the other way as well. Let's go back to our wheel. Not even $777. This is a major value. And I cannot believe we're showing you some of our best emeralds, which remember have a carat weight of 60 points. They look larger, as you just saw. The rubies are giving you a carat 10 total weight. The diamond weight in the middle, 75 points overall, all via stones. I'm here to make sure we get you shopping today. Got to get you shopping the values. Got to make sure you got something special on the way. Mother's Day coming. Any celebrations you have coming up. We know we all have events when spring and summertime hits. We have events to go to. We have places to go, people to see, loved ones to celebrate with. This is where you have, whether it's everyday or special occasion. I think those are as much every day-to-day office wear as they are something super special occasion for all those incredible events we're going to go to. You're going to be looking your best, feeling your best, and nobody will ever know unless you choose to share it. Nobody's ever going to imagine in a million years that you spent under $700 to get these earrings. Pick a pair, get all 3 if you want to, and they're only $699 for each pair. That's why if you can get one of each, you do, because that's the time to take full advantage of us. A blowout deal for our first hour. Here it is. And diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and even the emeralds and rubies have the diamonds. So you cannot go wrong. And that's going to be the way to go. So we've got a lot of rubies going out the door so far. A lot of you are heeding the advice, getting those really high-end superstar museum level rubies that we love so much. Then you've got, of course, the diamonds. That's really a go-to classic. You know, there's a lot of people who want a diamond stud. If you were to get a diamond stud that was one single stone that size, you'd be looking at a whole lot of money. It'd be really comparable to about a carat in each ear, or a carat and a half actually. So then they'd be in the tens of thousands of dollars to get that quality in a diamond solitaire. Here's where you get the clusters put together so it looks like a solitaire. Looks more like a princess cut because we squared off the design. What's up, Tim? Wow, is that one collar? They're taking 4 pairs. They're getting 2 ruby pairs and 2 diamond pairs. So I have a feeling they might be doing some gift shopping. And hopefully That's what allowed you to do so, is when they're $6.99 instead of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a pair. Hopefully that is what allows you to do exactly that. So they're spending under $2,800 and they're getting 4 separate amazing pairs of earrings. And they're going with 2 rubies and 2 diamonds. So the emeralds are pretty dazzling as well. If you can do it, get one of each, because I think you're going to find there's always going to be a need to have those great, incredible stones, and only top quality. We're talking Colombian in the emerald, we're talking Burma in the rubies, and you know our VS diamonds are very special always. So we're going to give it a final 60 seconds. Let me know, Jason, which one you have, because I know we've only got 1 pair, it looks like, left in the rubies, because that's been popular since the start, because those are really those bright glowing stones, so that even from a distance, you're still going to see the clarity of that stone. Now, keep in mind also, this emerald is still here. And that emerald ring goes really, really nicely with the emerald earring. So if you want to get the whole set, you'd be spending, remember, $19.99 on the ring, $6.99 on the earrings. So for under $2,700, you'd have a set of emerald jewelry that's pretty special with nothing but top quality emeralds. So I really encourage you to think about that set. And then we've got our last 30 seconds. Thanks, everybody, for shopping the earrings. And I'm so glad you love them like I do. I love giving you values. And boy, when these days come around when we can just take a springtime, quiet April and really do the blowouts that we want to do, I think it makes it really easy to collect a lot of fabulous jewelry and not even have to spend thousands of dollars to do it. So there they are, the pieces that are of a lifetime. Those are the ones to get, and then you would never need to upgrade. It's not that big dangling drop style that you're worried that you're not going to wear that often, because it's a stud, so it's classic, and as long as you got an ear pierced, you're going to be able to wear your studs and enjoy those for a long, long time to come. So beautiful, beautiful stones individually, and love having them here. I don't know, is today an auction day? Do you think we could venture an auction? Something like, oh, I don't know, huge yellow diamond ring. Look at all those diamonds. This looks to me, I'm going to show it next. To me, it looks like you spent decades of your life somehow able to collect dozens of yellow diamonds, big sizes too. And then you decided, I'm not just going to set one in a ring. Okay, there go our rubies. They're almost sold out. 1 pair left. Cannot say enough about those rubies. I've had rubies like this, 1 ruby like this set in a ring, and it was $6,000. So what those are doing there at $6.99, your opportunity. Here are the emeralds, gorgeous glow on those. Get those quickly. And then here is our last look at the diamonds. 75 points in diamonds right there for $6.99. So this is a big ring. That's probably what keeps a few of you out, is that it's just a big, oversized ring. But if there's anybody out there today that's looking for a cocktail ring where every single yellow diamond, this reminds me, so I have a necklace from TVON. I wear 2 necklaces every day without fail. And obviously I try not to wear a lot of jewelry on the air because I don't want to compete with the jewelry I'm presenting. But I wear 2 necklaces that really are layered, and they're both yellow diamonds from TVON. And one is an emerald cut cross, and one is a beautiful cushion cut square necklace. And I wear them layered every single day. So I look at this ring and I think about those necklaces I wear, because one of them has a stone just like this in the middle of it. And I know what that one single piece cost. And I look at this ring and I realize that's not just cushion cuts. There are heart shapes, big heart-shaped yellow diamonds in this ring. There are so many different pear shapes, ovals, cushion cut squares, cushion cut rectangles, heart shapes as well, multiple heart shapes, all put together, each and every one of them. Doesn't it look like you collected over years and years and years, and you collected big stones that maybe looked like they would be certainly sizable enough for a center stone in a ring, and yet you decided, at long last, I'm just going to put them all together. I'm going to put them all in one. I'm going to wear them at the same time, all together in one huge ring. That's what this look gives you. Take a look at it. You're going to love this. It's item number 1116888, and it is fabulous in every way, but it's big. So that's the only caveat, is that it's not going to be for everybody just on the fact that it's the size it is. It's a carat 91 in total, so that's very exciting. Carat 91, but look at how it breaks down. We've got diamonds of, I can't give you an exact carat weight because they're all a little bit different, but all the center stones, I'm going to call them, in the middle are each bezel set. So they're really shown off in a grand way. Then the very outside edge, we did a whole row of pave round brilliance. And so you see it here, heart shapes, cushion cuts, rectangular and square, pear shapes, ovals, all different shapes, all bezel set, and yet they're almost scattered but together so that they can give you a little bit of negative space through, which you'll see. And then you've got that fabulous look. It is an entire collection of yellow diamonds. It stays in the yellow gold, so the only option you're going to choose is What size would you like it? I would think a lot of people might opt here to actually go for a larger ring size to wear a larger ring on maybe a larger finger, like the middle or the index. I'm going to show it to you now. But this is, of course, you see how it's slightly domed? So all those bezels actually, it looks like they're floating there, right? It looks like they're all floating to form this overall pear shape. So it's really all the different cuts coming together to make a pear shape and then bordered with rounds. And almost 2 carats in yellow diamonds. And it's got a $79.99 price tag. That's for reference because I try every ring on here so that you can kind of compare and contrast one to the other. But how fabulous would this look over here or over here? Probably one of these 3 fingers is where you're wearing it, ring, middle, index. And then I'll flip it around so you can see it the other way, pear shape pointing out. Here's what we have for you. It's a $79.99 piece. It's a collector's item because obviously, well, it's a collection of yellow diamonds, of which we're not bringing any new ones in. The price tags are simply too high. The wholesale world has, well, it's basically adapted to the market. So the wholesale world, we're seeing diamonds that we used to buy for $2,000 or $3,000. We're seeing them now go for $9,000 to $11,000 for the same diamonds. It's your moment to get a really special ring. And think about all the symbolism and the unique factor of having an entire collection. Looks like you've been collecting for years on end. They're all put together in one. Heavy gold weight as well. There's a lot of gold. You don't get a ring that's that size, that's about 1 inch long or more, and not have a lot of gold weight in it. There's a ton of gold weight here as well. All of that's happening. We're going to put it on the auction block. We have 10 minutes left to the top of the hour, so you know what? It's a really quiet day. So that means good things for the auction. It means less competition you have. So that's going to give you even more value. So take a look at it. It's not going to be $79.99 to start. That's for sure because that's our buy it now. So if you want to get this one going, we're going to make it a lot easier and you're not having to spend $7 or $6 or $5 or $4 to get this started. What's interesting is it could be $3,000 and then it really gets good because every diamond there, yes, it's 2 carats approximately overall, but that's not really what it's about. It's about the fact that those are not small diamonds. They're all huge individual stones. That's what makes it so interesting. That's what makes it high end. And it's not going to be $3,000 because we have no open and I need to move it. It's the last time we're seeing it. So they've said, here, give it one last shot before we take it apart and dismantle it because we'd love to actually make a lot of different rings out of it. That's one option, but the workmanship and labor would be so pricey to do that. It's probably better to just sell it, even if it means selling it too cheap today. It's probably better because our jewelers they're busy, right? They got a lot of things on their plate, just, you know, obviously customizing pieces for you, changing gold color, sizing, and creating new. So the last thing we need to do is take pieces that already had a lot of labor and a lot of workmanship put into them and start dismantling them. That's just kind of as a silly, not the best use of our time when we're trying to create brand new for you every day. So that's why I'm tasked with getting this a home today. And I'm going to do exactly that. It's not going to be $3,000. So even if we have to lose money, we're prepared to do that. Just make sure that if you want a lot of yellow diamonds, you're on the phone lines right now ready to get it because it's not even $2,500 to start. That's a fair value when you're talking about one of the fancier colors, one of the more unique colors, the fact they're all natural. Remember, when you're watching our show and you see a yellow diamond, it's not just a natural diamond, it is all natural color as well. We don't have treated yellow diamonds. We don't have irradiated yellow diamonds. Those are completely natural. And every single one, I mean, I know we had to zoom back to show you the whole thing, but look at the array, the collection, the uniqueness, the difference. And they're all, by the way, VS stones too. Now, this is the other thing too that I want to remind you of, is that I have to really move it side to side because it's such a dome style in a sense that you really have to see each one face up. I have to move it around and really rotate it so you can see each and every yellow diamond face up because each one is going to be that match. It's just when you see it straight on, you see them all at different angles because they have that slight dome style, the way the bezels are set. It's not $2,500. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, like I said, we knew we'd have to do something crazy to get this out the door. This is that crazy moment. We're going to take it lower than even $2,500 to get it going. How about this? $2,000. It's basically $1,000 a carat for diamonds that have no business being $1,000 a carat for obvious reasons. So $2,000 to get this going. It's early still. I know, first hour, big Saturday. This is where you've got a major value waiting to happen. Take a look at it, and that should be going. So let's see if anybody wants to venture a bid here. $10 increments is all it's going to be. So you have no reason to stay back and say, wait till next time because maybe it'll go lower. We're taking it apart. If it stays, That's why I'm trying to move it, because I don't want to give our jewelers unnecessary work. But that is why, guys, if this stays after today, we're going to take it apart and reuse all those diamonds. Think of how much jewelry could be made. Let's be realistic about this. If you saw, let's see, approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe you maybe have 20 different diamonds that are individual there, we could make 20 different necklaces. Now, if I made 20 different necklaces out of those center stones right here, that'd be, by my calculation, $100 a necklace. Do I have $100 necklaces here on TVON's show? No, I do not. We have great values every day. I do not have a yellow diamond necklace for $100. Anybody taking the time to count those stones? 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, about 20. You know what I'm going to do, Jess? I love that we have maybe someone considering and verifying in the open. I'm going to take it even lower. I want to get more than one shopper, more than one bidder, more than one person involved. That's my goal here. I'm going to try to help you own it for even less. It's not going to be $2,000. I know it's already a value. It's a huge ring. Let me show you this. Just grab it here. I'm going to borrow it, show you from across the room, also on a middle finger so you can see the size of that ring. If that's a ring you can get anywhere else on planet Earth for $2,000, please, please share it with me. Tell me where you're shopping. Tell me where you're going. Tell me where you're getting just a ring of solid gold for $2,000 that looks like this. It's not going to be $2,000 because I want to get a lot of people in. We're verifying the open right now before we officially make it an open. I'm going to take it even lower so that we can see if we can get a lot of people in, because I would love for a lot of people to have a chance to own a carat 91 of every single diamond in it is a yellow. Every single diamond in it is natural in color. This is the one to own. It's not even going to be 19, 18, 17. Yes, do I have a lot of reservations about doing this? Yes. Knowing what this is worth, but I am not going to have our jewelers take this apart. Think of just the gold you could make. We talked about the 20 or so different necklaces you could make out of all these center stones. What about the gold? What's the melt on just the gold when it's this big a piece? There's a lot of gold here. And it's not going to be 17 because that's just an odd place to start. So instead of 17, instead of 16, this has never happened. You know it and I know it. This does not happen. And it's, boy, oh boy, this is going to be some Saturday here. I know we have got 2 hours and 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the show. I wouldn't miss a single second of it if this is happening. Because if this is happening right now and we're not even hour number 2, well, some very interesting and very unusual things are going to be happening today for value. And we're not asking $1,600 to get it started. Let's get this one going. I see things seems to be like we're maybe verifying on this one. Of course we are. We were verifying at $2,000. Now we're at 16. Let's go. $1,500 to get it started. Let's try that instead. I'm going to try it on again. I'm going to actually get the ruler out. It's not often that I get a ruler out to measure a ring, but I'm going to do it here. Now keep in mind, the band is classic. Now I say that, it's really wide. I mean, think about this. If this was all blocked, and you just had a band of gold that was this width, that's it. That would cost you more than $1,500 in today's jewelry world. Trust me, it does, because I'm a big fanatic of gold pieces, just plain and simple gold pieces. Take a look at what gold is going for right now and be aware. That gold band, if that's all there was to it, just the gold band would be more than $1,500. Look what you're getting with it. You're getting this large, beautiful, pear-shaped, full of these individual diamonds here. Look at this on the hand. Again, I know it's not for everybody. That's what the struggle is here. There's a lot of people that see the value and they're just going, I can't wear a ring that big. And that's okay. I'm not going to say buy it because you're never going to wear it. No, I want you to take advantage if you know you're going to wear it and love it and appreciate the collectability of a piece like this. It's over an inch from the very top to the bottom there. It's about 1 1/8 inches or so. From the point of the pear to the base, we have $1,500. Am I right? Okay, so we have $1,500 and it looks like it's going to sell to one bidder. Well, you know what, guys? I've had no luck with auctions for a few weeks now. They've had one and done more often than they've not. So that just means one bidder comes in. Usually that's where we stay. It goes out the door. It's an incredible value and then it's gone. So shall we give it a final 2 minutes? Because we have about 2.5 minutes till the top of the hour arrives. Just for the record, we do actually have $1,500 now. We have our open officially, so we know it's going to go. You can't call me tomorrow and say, hey, can I have that carat 91? It's not going to be here. But the good news is our jewelers, they're rejoicing somewhere right now, right? They're watching the show going, thank goodness. We don't have to spend hours and hours and hours this week taking this apart. Can you imagine? Not to mention all those stones in the middle are bezel set. They're not prong set. It's easier to take prongs. Prongs and taking stones out of prongs, not as difficult as taking out stones out of bezels. We don't have that problem anymore. We're going to see it out the door. I just had to go shamefully low to do it. So this is where there's still a value happening. All you have to do is just let me know, do you want to participate? Could that be a ring that you see in your collection? Would that be a ring you'd like to wear throughout the rest of your jewelry life, right? Whether it's every day or special occasion, that's going to be different based on the person. But there's a carat 91, which in teeny tiny little pave microscopic diamond accents in white diamonds. I could not do a carat 91. You know this, I know this. The reason why there aren't 100,000 people on our phone lines right now is just proof. It's proof that there's not a lot of competition here today for you. And that is because it's a busy Saturday in April. And so you're getting values like this as a result. And there is, think about it, if this was a carat 91 of 1 point diamonds that were white diamonds are a lot more common than yellows. 1 point diamonds are a lot more common than big sizes. And rounds are a lot more common than fancy cuts, which is pretty much what you have in the body of this ring. And I could never make a 1 carat 91 white diamond pave ring $1,500. That's under $1,000 a carat by a ways. So I could never do that. So the fact that these are huge, jumbo sizes, yellow diamonds, natural, fancy cuts, bezel set, lot of gold, it's mind-boggling what's happening here. And we're $1,500 with the final 2 minutes coming up, and that'll take us to our top of the hour. So welcome on in. If you are just tuning in because you're thinking, okay, top of the hour is almost here. What's going on? What's shaking at TVON today? This is what's happening and should be earth-shattering when it comes to value here. Take a look at it. It's $1,500 only. We've got 2 minutes to get you in. If you're thinking about bidding, you need to be dialing as lickety-split as you can to get in on this deal. I have no idea why this is happening. No idea why we're not at $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 right now. All those big diamonds, yes. Hi, how's she doing? She's what? Wait a minute. Is that Sandy, our resident cheerleader? Yeah, now it's been a minute. Can you ask her, has she been hibernating out there in Colorado? It's been a minute since I've heard from her. How's she doing? She came in to say, I think she's got a cheer for us. She used to call in, it seemed like almost daily, with a cheer about our values and our jewelry. A little, like 2 or 3 line cheer, a little something, a little rah-rah, shish-kebab action that we could tout and shout from the rafters here. And I miss that. Thank you. Thanks for calling in to say hello. $1,500. We're at 50 seconds remaining. So again, any way to wear it really here, I would say either index finger, middle finger, ring finger, whatever you want to do. 40 seconds remaining. I mean, that's how I would wear it. Right there. I'd wear it right there, and I'm wearing it upright to you guys, but I would probably, I think if I'm wearing that in real life, have that for whatever reason. I just kind of like the idea since it's so large, pointing out towards the fingertips there, lots and lots of gold. I mean, that's so amazing on its own. It's just how much gold you have here. That's cool. Okay. Got a couple of people trying to get in. It's the problem when you have no operators on a Saturday. Well, we have not no operators, but not enough. So let me just bear with us here, and we'll make sure I can't end an auction until we get every potential bidder in. Now, obviously, there's always potential that someone's calling in for some other reason, but here we are. Here we are, looking for, do we have 15, 10 or more? Yes, no, maybe so. We got the cheers going on. We're here, yes. Give me a T, T, give me a V, V, give me an O, O, give me an N. And what does that spell? The most amazing values in the world. That's what it spells out right now. That's what it's spelling right now. Is there any doubt? Goodness. Okay, so we've got 15, 10, yes or no? Got it? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Bye. That's probably my swan song as well. Bye, guys. I know. I should be welcoming you to the top of the hour. I'm probably saying goodbye. That was quite the value there. Enjoy it. Congratulations. Hi, everybody. It's Saturday. It's morning out here. Whew. And we're cooking up some values today. We have got the values for you today. Glad you're with us. Boy, who knows what's going to happen over the next 2 hours, but I would not move. I would stay right there and get ready. And anything you need for Mother's Day shopping coming up, anything you need for a special occasion coming up, this is the time to shop it because look at these values. And I do have that other yellow diamond coming up. It's not a carat 91 in altogether, but it does have a 1 carat center stone. So we'll see that in a little bit. I've got the yellow diamond in a brand new design. I've got an emerald cut blue wing block D. It's 7 carats exactly. I also have a nearly 11 carat blue wing block D in a fabulous, oh, it's a cushion cut square with all the big diamonds around it. And anything else you'd like to request, please get requests in. We'll help you with those throughout the day. I'm going to start the hour with something very important. Since we're going with these unbelievable, really like earth-shattering values already, let's take a look at what already is one of the better values I've ever seen here, and I'll bring it down. Look at this. Now, I know we just had a huge yellow diamond ring, so we're going to come back into normal ring depth here and show you that. Okay. This would be a Savorite garnet in its item number 1124017, and it's brand new. And before you say, oh, Savorite garnet, brand new piece, and that looks like a bridge, Lolo. Is that a bridge with 82 points in diamonds? Yep, that's the one. And it don't matter right now what I do except sell. That's all that matters right now. I'm selling jewelry. Welcome to Saturday. Get requests in if you have them. Let me know what you're looking for. This is wild. The Savorite itself is a 60-point minimum Savorite. It also happens to be 82 points in diamonds, as mentioned. And you have that stone, which I kind of love it from this side angle for a minute because that's showing up some clarity. And it does that from all the angles, all the side views, every which way throughout. 82 points in amazing diamonds. It's a lot. And then it's in the bridge, which of course gives you plenty of gold to enjoy as well. It is the one to own. Gotta call me right now. Gonna give this one away as we love to do. If you have any questions on pieces from the first hour, we still have a couple good ones, an emerald, a padparadscha, crescent moon, gold quartz. Our earrings were very popular. Might have a couple of pairs of those left. And then here we are. I have a question. Anybody looking for a semi-mount and a bridge? Anybody? This would be the value on a semi-mount that I can't do. We don't sell semi-mounts, which we don't on the air at least. If you ever need to call in, special request one, ask what it is, we can help you out. We're the factory. If it's our mounting, we'll be happy to make it for you, quote your price, give you that value. But this is where you're getting a huge Savorite 60-pointer. It's not really about the size of the stone. It's more about the color. This is about a rare stone in the garnet family that has a lot of rarities like demontoid and mandarin. And of course, we know the Malayas that we've been seeing of late. But this is your Savorite, which only comes out of Kenya. It is known for being, yes, a rich green color, but usually all you see is dark, dark, dark forest greens. It's the nice way of saying it doesn't usually have much green at all. It usually just looks opaque. It's not what we want. We want bright, open color. Take a look at this. This gives it to you. And it's going to be our wild value for our top of the hour. So excited about it. And here we go. Oh, hi, Kimberly. Hi. Is she in Texas? Shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Is it? Testing my memory here. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, wow. All right. Thank you, Kimberly. Hi. You know what? I'm going to blow this out too. It doesn't matter what it is today. It's going out low. And no, I cannot make this gold mounting for the price that I'm about to give you on this Savorite ring. Let me try it on for you. I know you know this bridge. We also want to remind you, you can have white gold or rose gold if you'd prefer, but that's exactly, whether you're shopping this ring or not, if you are ever thinking about owning a Savorite garnet, make sure you get this color. That's what you want. I know it's tough to find. I know it's not going to be inexpensive when you do find it, except for right now, but make sure that you just set that, just make sure you remind yourself of this image. You want your Savorites to look like this, and it's bright and it's beautiful and it's just open color again. That's not what we usually see out of a Savorite. And you have got a stone that we rarely see because it's rare. We're all about bringing the quality. When we do, though, the problem is they get really pricey, so a lot of you see them and go, oh, there's a Savorite, but it's $7,500. I can't do that. That's where we're going to help you with this top of the hour. That's why this top of the hour is the difference maker. That is why this is the one to get in on, because you cannot buy the bridge for what I'm about to do, to welcome everybody in, to get you a huge value, to make this yours. And that's really the beauty of what's happening right now, is that you're not even paying $39.99. It's right here. I'll show it to you. $39.99 should be. But see, I do special things at the top of each hour. We only get 3 together every day, so I like to do special things because the theory is if people are just tuning in from whatever their busy day entails, we want to wow you right off the bat with that special piece so you know what's happening for the rest of the show as well. That's what's going on right here, right now, and it's not even $39.99. And I know there's a lot of you that have wanted to own Savorite, but something has gotten in the way. Usually that something is the price tag. So you get a better value than $39, than $29, than $19.99. And dare I say, this is the time to just try it. Did I just say you could just pick up the phone and just try a Savorite? Just try it? At $19.99, you're probably thinking, no, I'm not going to just try it at $2,000, but thanks anyways. But you will be able to try it, experience it, see what it's about. Keep in mind it's a rare variety of a January birthstone as well. And no, it is not going to be $19.99 either. And this is the true bridge here. You can see the middle 2 rows are going to run all the way underneath. Hey, there's that glow again, that green glow that is cast upon those diamonds right underneath. So you can see how that's just showing up the quality. And then I love the yellow. There's something rich about the yellow gold with that tone of green, but you know what? You can do white gold, rose gold, whatever you like. Look at that, finished on the inside entirely throughout this bridge design as well. And it's not even going to be 18, 17, or 16, or 15, or 14, or 13, or 12. Welcome into, if you just wanted this bridge mounting, go ahead and take it. It's never been this low. If you just want the Savorite gem as a loose stone in the center and keep that, this has never been this low. So you've got all these chances to own it. A great, great chance to get something special. And it is going to be, I'll tell you this right now, not even going to be $12 or $11 or $10.99. Have we lost our minds today? Yes, it happened early today. It happened really early. It's not even $1,099. It's going to be amazing. I will make this $999 only. That's it. And I want everyone to have Savorite today. Today's the day, if you've ever wanted one, to get one finally at long last and not have to pay what you ever should or what you ever could for a stone of this quality. That's the difference. And it's $9.99. Major value. Major. That is what we live to do. And you've got all VS diamonds. Did we just cheapen our? No, we didn't. We didn't. There's nothing, there's no rhyme or reason to that value except for the fact that I want to make Savorite accessible. I know that it's a stone I shy away from showing you. I'll be honest. There are a lot of times I don't show it. I'll have them and I don't show them because I don't think that the values are always something. They're just an expensive stone and we're not used to spending what you need to spend on Savorites in the garnet world. And this is where you get a chance to really truly embrace one and spend very, very little to do so. And that way you can see if it's for you. See if you do like those rich greens. I mean, it's very similar in this case to an emerald green, which is a huge compliment to the Savorite because most Savorites are not anything you would ever liken to the look of an emerald. But this one very much is. And it's got that beautiful bright color. Again, not too dark, not too light. There's a lighter tone of Savorite as well that's available as an option out there, but it's that minty material. That's not what this is either. This is that superstar lovely material, and it's $999 for goodness sake. So great way to try it. We'll give it 60 final seconds here, and then we're going to be moving on. Any requests you have, get those in. We haven't had any yet. We'd love to help you out with any requests you might have or need or something you're thinking about, where I will say this is a really good weekend for just to ensure any Mother's Day arrivals. If you're looking for something for Mom's Day, with all the customizations we do, sometimes the customizations take a little bit extra time with gold changes in sizing. So just a reminder that this would be really if you want to be sure to have arrivals in time guaranteed for Mom's Day, I would really think about shopping this weekend's shows. All right, so $9.99, that's here. Let's keep on moving. That's just one of my proudest values I've ever brought you in 8 years here, and it's still hanging out. It's a beauty. And by the way, there's a Mahenge. I flashed this earlier. There's our round Mahenge. We'll blow that out too. And it's got some pink and white diamonds around it. And that's another variety of bridge. And then, yes, this is the yellow diamond. I was telling you there's a new style. I just think that looks like their most opulent yellow diamond yet. Thank you. Oh, who's this for? Carrie? Terry, rather. Yes, and I've even got my little display in here. So did Terry just catch a glimpse of my ring and probably say, what's that? Can I have one? Okay, so Terry, let's just show you something that is probably requested every day, but we don't always get a chance to show you. And it's called the Signet ring. And I've got a couple varieties to show you here. And we'll just spend about a minute or so. I'll try to make this brief. It's item number 619, and it's 1110619. It goes way back. So I was gifted a Signet ring quite some time ago, and it's my most beloved ring, one of two of my most beloved rings that I wear, and I wear it every day, and I never, ever don't have it on. It's just, it's important to me. It's at this point part of me. I think jewelry becomes that when it's meaningful. And we have a request to see it. So I'm actually going to set down this little star here because it helps me elevate it so that we don't have a lot of glare off the surface, because it is a large mirror finished gold ring. And it's the Signet style. And it's the same. It's modeled after the one that was gifted to me that I wear every single day. And so this is where Terry asked for it. A lot of you may ask, I wear it almost every single day on the air. It's always here with me. Sometimes I just trade out my diamond. But this is where Signet ring, it's pretty, it's pretty much one of those bolder pieces, but it's really easy to wear, and that's on purpose. I want to just clarify that right now. It's a 3/4 inch gold square, and it's all mirror finished with initials engraved in script. And the beauty of it is it's not just a monogram done the traditional way. It's actually done where your center initial, which is usually your surname that you want to choose, is actually going to be in the middle a little bit larger. And then the left and right initials, which the left side would be typically the first initial, and the right side is typically the middle initial. That's usually how it works. Now, there's no hard and fast rule. If you want to switch it up, I have purchased, I think I'm up to 22 of these that I purchased now for gift giving, including just a lot of dear friends, people that I adore, honoring loved ones who have passed. My mother has one too. She opted to have, I asked her point blank, she wanted one. I told her, I said, what do you want? Do you want your own initials? She, like me, said, no, I don't want my own initials. I know my own initials, and I don't need to honor myself. I'd much rather have a ring that honors my kids. She has 2 kids, so she put her last initial in the middle, which is R, and then she put an L on the left, me, I'm Lauren, and then her other kid, you know that other kid that she got, Brian, I think is his name, she's got him on the right, so she went LRB. So it's really cool. So you can do whatever you want. If you want to honor children, if you want to honor pets, if you want to honor loved ones who you want to memorialize them in this way, it's a beautiful ring for that. It's lightweight despite its size, which you see. It's got that perfect mirror finishing, and we have white, yellow, and rose gold. So just a little, it's the ring that I'm most passionate about. Out of every ring that I presented in 22 years of doing this on TV, it's the ring that I am most passionate about, that I think everybody should have. It's also a piece that men can wear as well. We have a lot of gentlemen who have shopped it here. We had a lot of ladies who've shopped it for gentlemen in their lives. So it's really a unisex style. It's script only. We have the white gold you see there, and you can see how it's obviously yours. I can't show you exactly what yours is going to look like because you're probably going to choose different initials. But you see the scale, how the larger one is in the middle is going to be linking up a little bit with that script and scroll of the left and the right, which are a tad smaller. I have a rose gold here to show you. I have a yellow gold to show you. The question is which color, which initials. You can always get it plain because a lot of Signet rings from big designers right now are sold plain. We're still seeing Signet rings hotter than ever, ever, ever. And a lot of people are actually, myself included, wear more than one a day. Here's just an example of our rose gold. This was kind of just a fun little experiment we did, playing with some different initials. That's where it says SRS. But that's where, again, you get the idea of the rose gold, how that looks. Obviously, my yellow gold is here on my hand. This is what I think everyone who works here has one. It's just become this beloved piece, and it's a really, really, really big value. So that's very exciting. It's $888, and it's all completely custom made for you. So Terry, thank you for the request. It's for Terry and anybody else who would like one, because I know we get questions about it every single day, and it really is something that, remember, it is custom made, so it will take a little bit of time because it is made first in your gold choice, and then it's made obviously with that script done to your liking. So there again, the rose, here's the white. I'm going to show you my yellow gold on as well, so you can see the scale that it's going to deliver. That's really, you can even see that it mirror finishes to reflect onto the wheel. And you can see that it even, this is what happens in my car when I'm driving here every single day, is that I've got the sun coming in, and the sun, it's creating that reflection off the ring, and it kind of does that reflection all over inside, you know, car headliners, and inside, you know, I've been in planes where it's, you know, reflecting through the whole inside cabin of a plane because the sun is hitting it just right. It'll be the same thing. You'll be in a building where you'll see the sun hits it or light just hits it the right way, and it just reflects. I've got it on my hand here so you can see the size and scale. It's meant to be, again, very comfortable, so we purposely hollowed out the inside just so that it is comfortable. And so that's going to be $888 if you'd like one. Terry, or anybody else who'd like one as well, just keep that brief. I know it's something that you know is always here available. It's just custom made for you. Always $888. There's never a discount on it, by the way, either. So keep that in mind. It's not discounted. Even during, I just want you to know, if we ever did like a sales show where it was 50 bucks off, this is not honored. We can't do it. It's already too affordable for what it is, the gold weight, the customization of it. It is never, ever, it doesn't go below $888. It's not available or eligible for holiday discounts. So whatever it is, 10% off, $100 off, $50 off that we do here and there, it's never eligible for that either. So this is your guaranteed lowest price you will get on the square signet ring. We do a smaller style as well, but if you want the big, which, where is mine? Oh my gosh, I felt naked up here for a second. This is where you get the larger size, and it's quite the value given where gold's at, because we actually made this a long time ago. 111, by the way, we're in the 112 4000s now, so this was about, gosh, when was it? About 6 years ago that we brought this to you, and that price has not changed. So that's based on a 6 year ago gold price as well. So once again, should have gone up, 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 but it didn't. So you're gonna choose your initials. You can always go plain as well. If you just want no initials at all and you just want that plain gold surface area, it's a great look too. A lot of signet rings are like that. And it's that little more unique, because a lot of signets are oval or round. This is square. All right, so that's that. So again, hopefully that helps. Yes? Yeah, here's the back of the ring. So like I said, it's hollowed out, and that's on purpose. And I don't mean like obviously no gold. I mean, we didn't do this big, big, bold because it makes it really uncomfortable. And so I'm never going to sell you anything ever that's uncomfortable, because I want you to be able to wear and enjoy your jewelry. That's very important. So we do this. It's a very large ring. It's 3/4 of an inch square. If you had solid, 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 it'd be very, very, very uncomfortable. Now I will tell you this. I think you guys know this. I've told you many times, I never take mine off except for 1 hour every single day. And that's when I'm in the gym lifting weights. That's it. And the second I leave, I walk out, I put my rings back on. So I wear it pretty much 23 hours a day, every single day. And I've got to say, it is comfortable. So if you think, oh, I don't know, is it going to be, it is comfortable. I'm your best testament to that, because I live in this ring. And quite literally, it really does not come off. So this is your time to pick it up, and $888, and it does take some time. And I think with Mother's Day around the corner, and maybe, you know, I know Mother's Day is a difficult one for so many as well, because maybe it's your mom you think of, and maybe she's no longer with us, and this could be a way you honor her if you want to do that. That's where I've mostly, sadly, you know, not to be too bleak here, and I know this is home shopping, you're never supposed to be sad or be down and have to have energy like, you know, up here. But, you know, to be honest with you guys, most of the time that I've purchased this for gifts for people, it is because they've lost a loved one that was near and dear to them, and I choose to use this ring to honor those loved ones with usually that loved one's initials. I have done that many, many, many times, and I will tell you, it's extremely well received, because just that honor, that memory. You can always wear it on a chain if you want to as well. I actually kind of like that look. You can wear it on a chain, so if you're giving it as a gift, it's a beautiful way. Mine memorializes a near and dear soul. So again, it's totally up to you, but it is a beautiful way to give someone something that is the ultimate sentimental piece. Obviously, you can just choose to do your own initials as well and honor yourself that way, but I think somebody else's initials is really how it's so extra meaningful. Whether it's, you know, I love it for the new, I love it for the new brides. I love it for the new husbands. I love them when you maybe take on a new name. You maybe get your first ever monogram piece with your new initial. Maybe your last name is changing, right? It's just maybe I love it for the new moms, you know, the new moms who want to honor their children. I've done that. I've had one of my dearest friends, she's had 3 babies in the last 6 years. So every time she has a baby boy, and she has 3 boys, I've given her a signet ring and with her baby's initials. And she oftentimes wears multiple ones together on the same hand. So it's a really cool look to even stack and build. So have fun with it, enjoy it. It's $888, which is quite the value, and it's a beauty. So that's one of my very proud pieces that we love to bring you, and just all the customization there, that's amazing. And again, here's the rose. So great look there, and there we go. So if you'd like one of those, we can help you, sort out anything you need as far as like, if you need advice on, how to order the initials, we can help you with that too. You don't have to go by the monogram in the last name in the middle. You don't have to if you don't want to. And we're very busy on the phone line. So I'm just going to keep on moving because I know that sometimes takes some extra time to think about. So just know that you can purchase it throughout the show today, and we'll honor that $888 price. But, if you're trying to decide, okay, what initials do I want or what gold color, it is something you can think about a little bit. I know it takes some time usually to put some thought into it. But again, lots of ideas there. New babies, new brides, loved ones we've lost, honoring them, memorializing them in that way. I love it as a mom's ring. I love if you happen to have 2 kids, that's what my mom chose to do. She loves it. So anyway, totally up to you here. But let's go with our Mahenge spinel here. It's a quick one of a kind, and it's going to be item number 112-1899. So a really easy deal here. And it also is a round, so it makes it a little more unique there to see the round that we love so much. And yes, you're getting that round stone with pink diamonds and white diamonds, and no mention of pink diamonds. They just say 99 points. Well, isn't that nice? 112-1899. It is nice because it means you're not paying extra for the pink diamonds. They've actually been priced as if it's only and all white diamonds, which it is not. So you get a very, very special look there. And here we go. It's a 76-point round, 99 points in diamonds. Keep in mind, those are pinks right there in the rose gold halo, and then the rest are white. Yes? Did she? Oh, good. Terry, thank you for that request. It's always an honor to bring it out, and I know it takes some time to think about. I know a lot of people ask for it, so I'm so glad we had it to bring out for you today. Terry, did you take one too, Tim? Hi, Sandra. Sandra's calling from where? Did she get a signet ring as well, Tim? Oh, really? For her husband. I love that. Thank you. Hi, Sandra. I was wondering if it was Sandra in Colorado. Thank you so much, Sandra. And keep calling if you want signet rings. I know we had a lot more. I'm not going to mention everybody because we had a lot of people, but let's get to our Mahenge spinel. Just a one only $59.99 piece here. It's going to go. Let's take a look at it on the hand here. You're going to like this one. No doubt about it. There it is in that bright, hot, pinky red. This goes beautifully. I don't know if you're still out there, but whoever got that Mahenge by the yard that we had to start the show, beautiful match here in that it's also a round. So very distinctive shape there to that stone. It's not going to be $59, $49, $39, or $29. It's not even going to be $2,500. You know how pricey the big Mahenges get. We all know that. This is going to be $19.99 though. As a huge blowout, keep in mind we still have a padparadscha. Actually, just so happens I'm going to do a little mini impromptu recap because here's what I have from the show. A huge emerald that's a carat of 4, a padparadscha. Each and every one of these rings not only features incredible center stones, but they each also feature fancy diamonds with white diamonds because you have your yellow and white, you have here pink and white, you got yellow and white with the emerald, and you've got pink and white with this padparadscha that's unheated. Do you know that all 3 of these rings are $1,999 a piece? You could literally buy all 3. I know that's excessive, right? Or is it? Because you could buy all 3 here right now and still spend less than one of those was supposed to be. And that is, again, an unheated padparadscha on the left, a gorgeous Mahenge pinky red neon spinel in the center, and then one of our best, bold, bright Colombian emeralds on the right side. You could get all 3 for under $6,000. That is a recap of what we have left in superstar rings from this show so far. It is not a time to wait. They're all 3. I know if you just tuned in, a lot of people tune in as the show goes on later and later on a Saturday. Maybe you missed those earlier, either the emerald or the padparadscha. That's a natural padparadscha, by the way, all unheated, untreated. So you get that gorgeous emerald out of Colombia. You get the padparadscha, which is that true pink and orange, but saturated. And you get the Mahenge, all $19.99 a piece. That's it. So your choice of all one of a kinds. Let us know who's got what. We'll give them 60 seconds. And those all 3 should go. Those are some of our most unbelievable values of really not just today, but what we do in general, because those are really rare stones. unusual, tough to get, tough to find, better, higher quality than what we typically even see out of any one of those three options. I mean, that's really, you get the round with the Mahenge, you get that unbelievable unheated padparadscha, which is so tough to get. The emerald is striking. The emerald is really, really clean, and any one of them is $19.99. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so lovely to hear from, I just have to say, I've heard from so many ladies today that I haven't heard from in a while, that used to hear from quite regularly. So it's just so lovely to hear from you and know you're well. So thank you for calling and shopping and being here today. Now we've got that new Congolese. Can we keep a Congolese in stock? No, we cannot, and the reason for that, it is the value. So let's bring you a new one today. It's going to be 1123862 coming your way. I don't know what's the magic sauce there. I'm not sure, because $19.99 for a pod or a Mahenge or an emerald is pretty outstanding. Let's get to our Congolese though, because you know this one's not going to last. Gave you a flash earlier. Boy, did our phones light up. When is that? Where is that going to be? This is our nearly, looks like a round, doesn't it? It's actually technically a square cushion. So you've got that nice rounded soft edge corner. It's our big new one. It's our 1123862, and that is a 553. Pretty amazing. And clean too. Clean as can be. Blues and greens that look gorgeous. That's happening as well. Cannot say enough about this piece, but all you gotta do is dial, because there's only one. Diamond weight is also extreme here. Do we love a good extreme diamond weight? Hey Brenda, good to hear from you. Hi Brenda, thank you so much. Brenda, adore you right back. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to hear your husband's been going through it. Oh, goodness. Get well to him. Oh, David, let me just say this. Speaking of some just, feel like family. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad he loves it. Well, first of all, can I just say to Brenda and David watching in Wisconsin, first of all, David, get well soon. Best wishes to you. My thoughts are with you. And get well, get better. We need you back at 100%, and I'm hoping that that new ring helps. And thank you very much for watching. So nice to hear from you both. Brenda, David in Wisconsin, happy spring to you, and all the best wishes, and get well wishes too. All right, so we're talking about a pretty good diamond weight here. It's a carat 22 in the diamond weight as well. So you got the big Congolese. Doesn't it deserve a lot of diamonds when you get those colors, right? We love them, and we haven't been able to keep these in stock, so it's definitely dial in early time. Really excited about this one, and it's brand new. You can change the gold color too if you want to. So you can go with the white. I like it that way. I love it good. Any Paraibas we typically see in white gold, anything in the blue greens tend to be shown off just so beautifully with the contrast of the white gold behind it like you see here. But it's actually going to be one of our more affordable Congos for these big sizes. Do you remember, was it Wednesday or Thursday, or was it both days? We had some 5 carats. They were 510s actually, 410s and 510s, and they went so quickly. And why? We had so many people actually miss out. And look at these phone lines. You need to light up the lines, put up a Congolese. It's as simple as that, really. That's all it takes. They're that beautiful. They're that unique. They're special. They're rare. They're all the things. I'm so glad you're here to see it. It's a beauty. It's finished on the inside, too. I'm going to show it to you on the hand, because this is, I can speak from my most important Paraiba. I'm a collector of Paraibas. And I know this isn't copper bearing or not for sure. We just don't know. As a gem society, we don't know yet. There hasn't been that extensive testing done to know if it's copper bearing or not, but it certainly has the colors visually of copper bearing Paraibas, doesn't it? We can see that all day. You look at it here and you realize, okay, but it's also got clarity that's so unusual to get with tourmaline, and yeah, that's part of why it's so popular. But you're also getting a carat 22. Let me show you the inside, how it's finished. Those are those rounded sides, so the pave is going to show up on the side profile of the ring as well. Here's the inside. And can we just also, we're going to stay here for a beat to take a look also at the clarity of that stone through the inside. It's an important perspective to see, because obviously good faceting can hide or mask inclusions. There was nothing to hide in the stone. And that's even more remarkable given the size stone you have at over 5.5 carats. And here's what it looks like up front. Let's take a look at it on the hand here. And it's going to be better than $69.99. Let's try to replicate what I did over the weeknights that we had so many people miss out on these precious Congolese stones. I'll make it easy. $7,000, forget about it. Let's go much lower right now. And you can choose your gold. And there's what I mean by the diamonds. See how they wrap around the sides, on the shoulders at least. You see how they wrap and they pave over the profile. So you see diamonds from every which direction. It's a quick one only. Look at those blues coming through. How about that pop, fire, brilliance from a tourmaline? It's not even going to be $6,000. Oh, we're going to send this out so fast. And unlike, this is even more diamond weight than we typically saw in our previous 5 carat smaller ones that we had more recently. So this is special. And tell you what, 6, 5, 4, how about $3,000? Blow it out, $29.99, first caller on that one. It's a good one. It is a really, really good one. So $29.99 for our 553. Such an important stone, great looking piece, and it's only $29.99 on one of our bigger ones we've had. Certainly once they get up to the, we've had a couple that have been 13 and 14 carats, then the price tags get pretty hefty. So nice to see this one under $3,000 if you'd like it. Hey, did any of our last trio go? The emerald, the padparadscha, the Mahenge, still here. All right, $19.99 value, still hanging out. I think we're getting ready for that yellow diamond. How about top of the hour? We're gonna bring out that yellow diamond. We're only 27 minutes away from this ring right here. It's a brand new style. I think it's instantly catapulted to the very top of my list. What about you? Love the look of that stone. I also have a really affordable opal that's coming up. This is an opal pendant. Talk about your one and done, get one great pendant and wear it with everything. Obviously diamonds can do that too. And I'm gonna see if we can iris down just a bit because this is crystal opal. So I still wanna show you how beautiful this is because I know we're seeing a lot. There we go. So all we're doing is dimming the light a little bit here so you can try to see a better look at what it's gonna appear to when you have it at home. Opals always get a little shy under these bright, bright lights. So when you blast it with light, opals can show you a little less color than they typically bring when you see it in real life. You're probably not going to stand all day in a TV studio. So this is where, again, normal lighting actually shows you all the colors you're getting here. And it's really, it's very unique. It's very bright. It's very almost like pastel meets neon. It's really a transition, but you get every color of the rainbow in this opal, and it's a round crystal opal. We'll take a look at it. It's 1115400, and it's a nice big stone. It's a 313, but always goes to show you how opals are gonna look much bigger than they weigh. We know that. So you've got a huge stone. It's a round, which makes it more important there as well. Then you get that stack of diamonds right up top. It's a trillion stack of round brilliants, and then your bail. You're gonna choose your white, yellow, or rose gold, and we're just gonna blow it out real quick and make sure this is easy. And it's a way to do something that still is versatile for everyday wear, but not diamonds. It's not basic. It's a phenomenal gem. And this, oh yeah, see, these are the looks. Now, seeing it with a little less light on the hand. Wait till you see it actually on the neckline where it's really dimly lit, then you're really gonna see the colors coming through. And that's what we love, is that all the way from the side profile, you can be looking at from the sides, either direction. You can look at it from this direction straight on. It's an amazing piece, and here's what it looks like on the neckline, and it's gonna be a huge value. So you can see that doesn't give you a 313 look because that's what opals do. They're less dense, they're water-based, and yet I'm wearing blue, or at least a lot of blue, so you see it's like picking up more of the blue colors as a base color. And then you get the reds, the oranges, the purples, the greens, the yellows, the goldens, those hot pinks, they're all happening as well. It's even glowing. You see there's a little glow that's happening. It's actually the glow that's peeking out through the basket cutouts of the piece that are what keep it all level on the neckline. Do we love it for $29.99? Sure. It's a great looking opal. Stack of diamonds is 4 points. You're going to choose your white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. That's going to dictate the bail color and also the basket behind it. So we're still going to make sure it's exactly how you want it. But let's take a look at it up close and let's get you a better value than even $3,000, $2,000, or $1,999. Not yet quite enough discounting for today. So we take it lower and we make it easier and we get it a great home right now. First caller can have it, $499. That's it. For a huge 313 crystal opal. I was just trying to just pop in something affordable for you that's not $3,000 or $4,000, and it probably shouldn't have gone under $500, but hopefully that makes it affordable enough for somebody to say, I'll take it. So $499 on that one. Then we've got, don't forget, men's color change sphene as well as ladies. I know we've got a lot of people missing out on the color change sphene of late. I've got one for the gals. It's a radiant cut. We do have that big yellow diamond only a few minutes away, plus the big tanzanites are here. We've either got an 11 karat or 7 karat. So 2 great options in blue wing block Ds today. And then if we're going to talk about rare, I need to show you this. This one's here. The opal's still available if you'd like it. I have got a golden tanzanite. Now, before you think I misspoke, because you're probably saying there's no such thing as a golden tanzanite, could you please get it together? This is a golden tanzanite. It really is. Now, I'm a little strict when it comes to gemstones because, when you study and you're, GIA is your tutor, you really want to be strict about it. Typically, tanzanite is only the trade name used for anything with blues or purples or greens. This really is not blue or purple or green, it's golden. So technically, if we want to be precise about it and be accurate, which being the journalist that I am, still in my heart and soul, I'm going to call it golden zoisite. But it is essentially a tanzanite that had no heating. And tanzanites that have no heating usually are still a lighter blue, a lavender, or a little bit blue-green. This is not, which we've only had a couple ever. They've all been here recently, and they're extremely expensive. Well, they should be because they're really, really rare. And there are very few stones. Tanzanite, as you know, most every stone that's ever been mined, most every piece of rough that's ever been mined is typically heated. It's been happening pretty much since the discovery in the late 60s, all the way till now. There's only a few years left. Everyone's got a different opinion on how many years exactly. We'll never know until we know. But this is that material that was mined. There's only one mine for tanzanite. So it came from the Tanzanian mine at the base of the Marilani Hills, the same one that produced blue wing block Ds and the block C material we see today. And yet this one has a true, almost like a yellow-green diamond. You know what it looks like? It looks like a gigantic chameleon diamond, doesn't it? It's got the yellows and the greens together, beautifully blended. It's in a round, it's gigantic. And what if I just say, let's not make it expensive today. Let's just get it at home. And it's in the peacock feather ring, which even ups the ante of great designer quality. Take a look at it. It's going to be 1123823. And this would be a quick one only here in a designer style that's some of our best. And it will be a 376. Green golden, I would call it. I would really call it a golden. It's got a little bit of a chartreuse color. It's brown cut, very clean. 24 points in yellow diamonds to start. Why not? Matches beautifully. And then you've got a carat 19 of white diamonds to go along with it. Anybody thinking about it? We're still on signet rings. We're still on opal pendant. I think that we are going to make sure this one's gone in a hurry, and I'm going to skate that $17,999 should-be price. I was going to say that's a rock-bottom price, but I'm going to say should be so I can change it. Take a look at this on. You know this ring, right? The peacock ring, so designer, stately, wrap-around design, big and bold, but sits low profile, so easy to wear. And yet you see how it wraps around. We can center it up if you want to. We still add the diamonds. Or cheat it this way and show off that feather design on the side and let that wrap right into that big round. And no, it is not $17,999. Huge value coming up. Golden, greens, amazing. This is one of the most lavish, rare Tanzanian stones I can bring. Tanzania produces some 30 different gems. Tanzanite's pretty expensive and important on its own. This is like the most rare variety you'll ever get or ever receive in tanzanite or in zoisite. And it's because of that color. And we're going to make it easier than $17,000, even $79.99 saves you $10,000 right there. I'm going to keep on going. We need to move it. We need to make this happen for you and need to make it easy and affordable so that you can enjoy it. And it's not going to be $79 or $69 or $59. And remember, we've had a few of these, just a couple. I've had two in the golden varieties. Some had pink to them. Some had golden colors. Yes, we've had the blues and the greens. That's more typical of unheated zoisite. This is a very rare. We're talking about, I couldn't even calculate the percentage of stones that have ever, because I've only had like 3 in all of my 22 years that have ever been this color of zoisite. So that is really telling on a rarity scale, and it's not $59.99 or even $4,999. We're going to make this a lot easier right now, and the very first caller can take it, can definitely take it at $39.99 instead. So a major value. I just want somebody to have it and enjoy it. And isn't this the truth? It's just a great, it's unique. I mean, it's obviously not for everybody. We know that. It's not for everybody. It's not. It's a custom look. It's only going to be found here. Do you know it all started many, many years ago with a pendant? And it was a huge pendant. It was 2.5 inches in length. It was gigantic. And we would put tanzanites in it, and it would be like $25,000, and they sold. And a lot of you said, well, that's a really big pendant, so I'm not going to wear that every day. Can you replicate that design, but in something I can wear every day? And so that's how the ring was born. And we haven't seen the pendant since, by the way. But this was the design, basically the wraparound. It was a lengthy vertical pendant. We decided to do it with a wraparound design for the ring. This goes back. We're talking like when I first got here, like 8 years ago is when the pendant was here. So what we did was we just modified it. So you could have what usually a peacock feather design would usually be in something long and lengthy. This is where we kind of figured it out. Let's wrap it around the hand. Let it go east to west. Create that look around the side so it really gives you that beautiful look. And if you do enjoy, we purposely put exotic stones in it. Because typically, if you want an exotic stone, why not show that off with an unusual mounting? The last time I had it was a couple days ago. It sold. It was a sphene. A color change sphene was in the middle. Another really big, rare, exotic stone. But just made sense in this mounting, right? Because it's just so unique. So that's going to be $39.99. Got the rarities here today, that's for sure. So it's a beauty. And sometimes we switch up the diamond colors with it. Went with the yellow here, which I think really looks good. Still a little difference there between the greens and goldens of the center, but then the yellow diamonds really pop it. So that's the one to own if you want one of our rarest. I know blue wing block Ds are the rarest of the blues and purple varieties, but this is obviously rarer than that. So you've got a very special, unique stone. You'll be the only one wearing anything quite like it. And then we're going to show you, we do have a gents diamond ring here today. Speaking of color change sphene, let's just bring it out. We're only about 17 minutes away from the top of the hour in that new yellow diamond ring. But this has been in demand since day one of bringing it to you. Now, I debuted this stone as a worldwide launch many, many years ago. It was 2017, March, I'll never forget it. End of March. It was almost Easter weekend. And I debuted something that the gem world had never heard of or known about before it was right here on TVON's airwaves. True story. Now, that was many, many years ago. That completely sold out that day. It was a weekend day. It completely sold out, every last piece of it. Then there was about 2-3 years that went by where we didn't have any color change sphene at all. Then, more recently, a new collection came to be. We acquired from the same gentleman some of the even better, not as hazy, not as cloudy, not as included. And that is what we're seeing here in this color change sphene that is bright. It's a radiant cut as well. Boys, it's special. 142. I know how many of you have asked for this because the round is sold. The 333 was our largest. It's sold as of a few days ago. We had a smaller radiant. It's sold. And we have one in a gents ring and this one for the ladies. That's it. Left in stock. So any hope of seeing it going forward, not going to happen. Take a look. 1123995, brand new right now. And it's a Carat 42 radiant cut sphene. It changes colors, so that's the difference. We've seen sphenes prior to 7 years ago, but it didn't change color. It was just known for dispersion. And actually, the material that doesn't change color has a completely different color to it. So if you ever see sphene and it's more neon, like a highlighter, we all know the highlighters we use to like highlight a passage in a book, right? That's the typical color of regular sphene. That doesn't change color. It's a neon green yellow. The color change material typically looks more like this, where it's almost like into an emerald green, and then it's going to change to red in a different light environment. The same way Alexandrite would do it, the same way a sapphire could do it, and this is where you get something unique. Now, it's still got the dispersion, and it's also got 82 points in diamonds. So here it is, one beautiful color change sphene, last of the ladies variety for us here, until hopefully one day some just appears magically. But I would say I wouldn't rely on that to happen anytime soon because it's just too limited. So here's what we've got for you. One value, I need to put it together. It's $49.99. Look at this. Here's the ring. And if you've seen our sphenes in the past, you know that's where they hang out. If it's a 1 carat or 1.5 carat, it's always $5,000-ish. We're going to make it a lot better. We need one color. This is about as bright and vibrant. If you're thinking we just did something magical to make the colors pop that you're seeing, nope. That, ladies and gentlemen, that firework effect you're seeing, that is dispersion. That is how dispersion is visualized. Let's take a look at it. It's on the hand. And it's got that split style shank. This is such a great cut too. The radiant, we love a round, but this is also going to take the emerald cut outside, meaning the emerald cut kind of exterior outline, but give it extra faceting internally. So it's radiant cut, so it really lets that fire show up. And it's not $49.99. Do we have anybody thinking about sphene? Because I know we've got a good one here, and I'm going to put it on the auction block right now to make it a lot easier, because otherwise I can't escape the $49.99 price tag. That's where I have to leave it. That's where it has to stay. And I'm just wondering here, with a lot of people, I think, anticipating that yellow diamond coming up in 13 minutes, If we need to help you a little bit with that price tag, make it a little bit less than $49.99 to open the door. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to send it out, easy peasy, auction value, last of the ladies' sphenes. This is it. Last chance, last call. This is the moment. No others. Men's piece, I've got a radiant that's carat 92 in a men's piece. To be honest with you, I'm not excited to show it because the stone needs a little resetting. It's a little crooked. So probably not going to show that today. Probably show it to you on Monday. But here we are. This one is perfect. This one has met the Lolo standards, the very, very high gold standard of Lolo. So it's good. It's good. We can show it. I can definitely proudly say, let's also take that beautiful standard and drop that price. Take a look at it. Only this one. Let's make it even easier. How about this? Not even $2,500 to open. I'm going to start at $2,000. Let's start at $2,000. And we'll go from there. $10 increments only. Also, we have a new designer ruby piece and some Brazilian paraíbas in a brooch. And a really good top of the hour. I think it's really good. I hope you think it's really good. We'll bring that out. Fawn Diamond is here. And this would be the first day I've had a Congolese tourmaline stick around for more than a minute after showing it. So I know we've been hanging out in the museum on this Saturday. I like the idea of, see, I don't like to drive places on days off because I drive a lot every day, like a lot. So I don't like, as much as I would like to spend a day off going to a museum, I don't want to get in the car and worry about traveling to the big city and going to, figure out parking and being on my feet all day. We bring the museum to you so you can sit back, kick back, relax on a Saturday, and that's what this is. I look at our last three pieces. We've had the sphene. Now, we've had the really beautiful golden zoisite. We've had the Congolese tourmaline. And that's just it. I can't think of a better showing of three pieces that exemplify museum better than those three pieces. And yet they're all here. The museum comes to you, except the beauty of it is we get to shop the museum around here. Last time I went to a museum, there were no price tags. They weren't accepting credit cards. That's not how that works. And we have got a stone here, $2,000 to open, no open. Let's move on. Here it is on the hand one more time. If you're waiting to see that again, there it is, still as lively and bright with those colors as can be. Okay, so let's keep on moving. I've got the top of the hour in just a moment. I do want to show you this new ruby design because we've never had anything like it. And it's two tones of gold. It's all done in 18K. It's 112-3596. Welcome into Saturday. We've got 10 minutes left until we're in last hour. And we're going to bring you that big yellow diamond debut. Can't wait to show it to you. That's very pretty. And I got to figure out a way to make it affordable because I'm looking at a $20,000 price almost on that yellow diamond. So I'll change that. Now this is a ruby. It was earlier today, about 90 minutes ago, as a matter of fact, that I had some gorgeous ruby earrings. They were $6.99. They were smaller rubies than this. This one's going to be our 77-point individual stone, but the clarity and the color is identical. This has all the pops, all that brightness that we love to see. We saw them in ovals earlier. If you missed those earrings, I might have to show those again if we still have a pair left. The most outstanding ruby earrings we've ever shown you, and they were only $6.99. But this is that same color and that same bright glow. I mean, that's what rubies don't usually give. And yet you see the little dance of light in the stone. It's a pear shape. It's a 77-pointer. It's all 18 karat gold. There's some satin finishing to the white gold. The yellow gold is all mirror finished, and then the yellow gold is going to hold this channel of diamonds. Those are round brilliant diamonds totaling 71 points, and they're going to be channel set along the edge. It's really almost like a fold over style, like this bypass look that you're getting in a wider band, and yet really beautifully done. Lots of gold. You can tell it's 18K. I love the way, this is not easy to do, but this beautiful texture, almost this scalloped meets sand dune texture that you see is so matte. It's like mattified, but it's glittery. So it almost looks like, that's really what we call satin finish. You know how satin has a sheen to it? It has a shine to it. That's why this is called satin finish. It's dull compared to a mirror polish, but it still has a glow about it. It still has that beautiful, almost like a shimmer. And that's what's really pretty. It still looks great. And yet, is this not a wearable band? Tony, again, 71 points in the white diamonds too. So you're not just getting the 77-point ruby. You're getting a really nice diamond weight. It's almost 3/4 of a carat. And it's in the two-tone gold as it is. It'll stay that way. Take a look at this one on the hand. That's one way to wear it. I'll put it the other way just in case you like to see it with what to me would look like right side up. We're going to make this a very, very important value, and it's a heavy ring. This is a band. There's nothing skinny or hollowed out or lightweight about it. It's got a great size and presence to it. Almost reminds me of palm leaves, one folded over the other side. It's not even. Can we please just get a designer piece out the door for cheap? I know we've shown you a bunch of them here. And now we're staying with that higher end quality ruby. I'm going to flash the earrings because I just verified we have one pair left. So I'll flash the earrings that match it so you can think about that. But this is going to be a $5,499 TVON ring that is not going to be right now. Let's make it a lot easier. Real quick, easy deal, $1,999. And you know what, for that matter, if anybody wants the color change sphene that I just had, we'll do that for the same price, $19.99. So if anybody wanted to get this auction started but didn't get in time, we'll do either one of those for $19.99 and get them home. And then these are the earrings that I had earlier just to show you how beautiful a match it is. There's the earring. These were a carat 10 in rubies with 17 points in diamonds that are around them. And that's going to be $6.99 for the pair. And there's that matching with the ovals and the pear shape. Now, Andy, who wants to see the larger Savorite? Did she see the smaller one? Okay. Got it. Okay, so just making sure she saw the big value we had because this is going to be a little more money. So, Terry, we've got your Savorite coming up, which is, yes. Which one? The ruby? You got it. Thank you. Ruby ring gone. Thank you so much. Ruby ring is sold. And just that was 1123,596. So then we're going to talk about the sphene, $19.99, that we just had up for auction but didn't get the open. Here are the ruby earrings. They're $6.99. So if you needed to get the earrings, and then we've got, of course, the smaller signet ring because inevitably that's going to be asked for every time we have the big one. Yeah. For Marion. Okay, you got it. So we'll bring the small. We're going to do this all in the next 6 minutes. We have 6 minutes till the top of the hour in the yellow diamond deal. So Terry, let's take a look at your request. Here's the larger Savorite. We did have a smaller one earlier that was under a carat with 82 points. For the record, this is larger. It's 1123885. It's a 104 Savorite with a 99-point diamond bridge. White gold now. Change it if you want to. Terry, given that this is still, well, look at the color. The color is still there. The clarity is there. We were remarking on that earlier, how beautiful it was to see such a bright, just open color with our Savorite. This one's giving you a bigger size and bigger diamond weight. So all of that, Terry, come on over and take a look. It's going to be better than even, well, it's a $49.99 piece. I've seen this price. It feels like every single piece I put up has this price tag or higher today. I'm not leaving them there, though. We're blowing this out for $19.99. So you can go ahead and get that Savorite, the larger one. Now, I'm going to remind you to see them side by side. Why not? We still have one of the smaller ones left. Let me show you what the smaller Savorite I had earlier looked like, because you're probably saying that looks the same. It's not the same ring. Take a look. This one's $19.99, the one I'm putting up right next to it, which also helps you to see what it looks like in the yellow, so it makes the decision easier, I think. But the left side is $9.99 and the right side is $19.99. So two great Savorites today. What a thrill to have both of them in the show. And again, just double the price. So $9.99 for the left. That's the 60 pointer. And then we have the 82 points in that bridge. And then if you want to go the jumbo size on the right side, that's the 1 carat 04, 99 points in diamonds for $19.99. Yes, that's going to be it. Then we've got the smaller signet ring request to bring out as well. That's the single initial one. We'll bring that out for you. That's a value. Oh, we're going to blow up some phone lines before our top of the hour gets here. And still the ruby earrings and the sphene. Yes. Oh, good. We just brought it out again, Tim, and what I did was I just gave it a $19.99 price tag. So you want to see it again? We can show it right now. So here's the sphene again, because it sounds like somebody said, wait, what just happened? That was up for auction, didn't get the open, now what? I reduced it. So this is the color change sphene. Tim, I'm going to go ahead and just say $19.99 on that one to the first caller. There's the back, sure. There's the back of it. It's going to be open for a reason. That's got a split shank on the sides. And so the design element is to lift it up and give that stone a lot of light. That's our 142 radiant cut color change sphene with the 82 points in the diamonds. And that one's $19.99. So you're seeing all the information there. I know these are a lot of greens, but you see the different tones. I think it's kind of fun to see them together to see what that's all about. And then we're going to go ahead and move right along, try to get the signet ring in here before our top of the hour arrives. And we'll show you our single initial signet ring. It's a little bit smaller in its size, so we'll bring that up for you next. Okay, so we've got two Savorites. This one's at $19.99. That's the sphene. So that's the green to the red with all the dispersion. These are Savorite garnets, $9.99, smaller, or get the larger for $19.99. Then we're going to show you. This is a lot of fun to have. I have got our more petite signet ring here in the white, in the rose, in the yellow, and I know, see what they do? So that's why I prop them up in the back. And we have a yellow gold as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reverse that one and we'll switch them out. But that is going to be just an example of some of the looks you get here in the yellow, the white, or the rose with either plain solid mirror finished gold or a single initial. It's a little bit still sizable. Signet rings are kind of the foundation of a signet ring. The idea is for it to be a little more sizable. And there are different sizes. And sometimes it's a pinky ring, sometimes it's a thumb ring, sometimes it's anywhere. You can really wear them anywhere. Yes, go ahead, Jason. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. You got the padparadscha from earlier. Thank you. Who got it? It's such a lovely piece, Grace. Please enjoy it and wear it. I hope you wear it often because it's stunning. So you will love it. Thank you so much, Grace. Here we go. This is item number 1114650. It is the single letter or single initial signet ring. I'm going to show it on the hand here in all three gold colors. It's really impressive. It does have a great look about it in that it's going to be this really beautiful single script initial. You can see how there's actually, you see the highs and lows of the initial, how it's wider and more narrow with the script. Every initial looks a little bit different. Obviously script only on this font. You can get it plain if you want to. A lot of signet rings out there are just offered in plain mirror finished gold. That's acceptable. It looks great that way too if you like it. But this is where, again, same concept applies. Pick an initial. Maybe it's a great gift idea. This one certainly gives you a little more affordability because it is smaller in size, but it's also still a square shape. So we'll take a look at it here, and then I'm going to show you on the hand because that's probably what you're waiting to see is how does it compare to the larger 3/4 inch when this one is about a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to show you some different ones here. We've got obviously the letter L in the yellow gold, the letter N in the rose gold. I like to show you from a little angle here so you don't see the glare that picks up naturally with our lights here. But that's the letter N, then the letter L, then I've got the letter B here in the white gold. Maybe you even want to think about getting a couple of different gold colors. You can wear them together and stack them. But there we have it. See, I'm such a stacker. What I do in styles like this is I would spell out TVON and get 4 of them. That's what I would do. Or something else, you know, but again, that's what you could do. You could spell out a word. One of my favorite designers all time does some iconic rings in costume jewelry, by the way. It's Dior. And very famously, they did a set of rings, a 4 set of rings that spelled out D-I-O-N-R, meant to be worn across the hand, and they're iconic. They were featured on Sex and the City. Carrie Bradshaw wore them, so everybody wanted them. I got to tell you, it's a really, really cool look. So you can think about doing that if you want to have some fun with it. And I wouldn't say that if they weren't affordable. I wouldn't be telling you, hey, just spell out your favorite word and get 4 of them. But you can when it's $499. And it's still custom. So it's 111465. Is it not as, is it a 6? I don't know if I'm reading this right. It's got pen through it. Is it 4656? Probably. Okay, perfect. Custom design, signet ring, single initial. Let me give you the measurement on it because that compared to this one, that's our 3/4 inch square that we do there. So you can see the difference that they have. So if you are thinking about going ahead and getting one or the other, or you're thinking about, they are great gift ideas. Maybe this one's a little more gift appropriate because also maybe you are shopping for someone you don't know as well as what they'd want. Maybe you don't know their middle name. I don't know everyone's middle name in my circle, so maybe this is going to be an easier gift-giving moment in that you don't need to know all 3 of their initials or what they prefer. It's there actually you can see it's actually more than a 1/2 inch. It's about 5/8 of an inch top to bottom square, and then we've got the white, the rose, the yellow, and it's only $4.99. And it's totally custom for you. And again, same concept in the way it's made, just like the larger version. Hollowed on the inside for you to make sure it's comfortable. Really great solid 14 karat gold though, and you've got your choice of white, yellow, or rose with a single initial or none at all. It's fun. And signet rings have not gone anywhere. They've just not. They have just become, I mean, it's like every time now I see a magazine, see if you notice the same thing. Once I mention it, it might be one of those things that you start to witness. Every time I see a beautiful cover model in a magazine, usually someone who's very well known, whether she's the big music sensation that the whole world is obsessed with, or whether it's, your favorite movie actress, or, whether it's the younger gals that are in their teens and 20s, or whether it's, us more mature ladies who are maybe in our, 40s or beyond, right? It's everywhere. Everybody's wearing these signet rings, and a lot of times they are stacked. And what I do all the time, you know, I wear this one every day, and I usually wear it on this index finger on my right hand. But here's the thing, I wear another one over here that's got a couple little stones in it. It's oval in shape on my pinky. This one is actually more workable. This one I think is too big for a pinky ring. This size, this single initial, I think is really, really workable for a pinky ring. So again, men's or ladies, total unisex style here, script initial only or plain. They look great plain. A lot of people think, why would I get it plain? Again, they really look great. Most signet rings offered out in the world historically have been just a plain top. And then obviously you could always get it engraved somewhere else. If you want a symbol or a number, we only do letters, A through Z, 26 letters to choose from. But if you wanted a symbol, you want the infinity symbol, you want a star, you want a number, a date, something else inscribed on the top, you can do that. There's a lot of jewelers that do engraving. There's a lot of little local shops that do engraving. So you can always get it plain here at $4.99, take it to your favorite engraver and have them engrave it for you with really a symbol, number, word, phrase of your choice if it fits on that 5/8 of an inch style. So remember, it's completely custom. You're going to choose your gold color first, then choose whether you want it plain or with an initial. Only script available on this one, and it's $4.99, so it's quite the value, and it's great for pinky. Let me show you together. This is how I like to wear that in normal. Hey guys, I don't have any operators, Barbara, so I don't know yet. Have you guys heard anything about not being on Spectrum today at all? Has anyone heard that? Because Barbara's not seeing us on Spectrum. Tony, maybe you know? Or maybe Barbara's looking on the wrong channel. Sometimes that happens, because I know those channels get kind of way up there high, so I don't know if everyone's got you know, the same guide. But here's what we'll do. This is what I want to show you though, how they stack. And so this is what I sometimes do. I have an oval, a small oval ring that I wear as a pinky ring on my left finger, and it's got some stones set in it. So this is how you could wear it too if you want to stack even. I know this sounds crazy until you see the look and you might go, I kind of like that. You might want to stack the larger and the smaller together. You can do that too. Maybe this is significant because this triple initial monogram is one person you want to honor, and maybe this is going to be you, or maybe this is the pet, and this is, you know, whatever it is, right? There's some fun ways to really stack and add signet rings together, and we are at the top of the hour, so I'm so glad we had all these requests all of a sudden. It's nice to have them. Glad we can bring them out for you. Again, white, yellow, or rose gold, and so there they are. And then we also have I think we're caught up on requests for the moment. Still have our Savorites here if you'd like them, and then we also have that big yellow diamond top of the hour. So just want to mention we're already in our last hour. Jess, have you heard any issues with Spectrum today? Okay, so I'll let Barbara know. Maybe she just needs to look through the guide. I'm getting some questions about that. And I don't ever have those answers. You'd think I would know, but they don't tell me any of that stuff. So I never know until well after the show is over. So it looks like we're good. But here we go, $4.99. Okay, coming up, I think we're ready for our top of the hour. The brand new, I know we've all been waiting on this. Well, Barbara, we'll see if we're not there. Please let me know if you can't find us, and you're the first we've heard of that. So, Barbara, I say it as a joke because you would be amazed. I don't ever have a Tuesday night, ever, where people message me in a panic, wondering why we're off the air. And, you know, we don't have a show on Tuesday. And not a Tuesday goes by when my Tuesday day off, at 7 o'clock, people start panicked messaging me saying, where are you okay? When we're not here on Tuesdays. So sometimes people get a little confused. But again, that's good to know if we're not on. So if we're not on Spectrum, I'm sorry. Hopefully you know when we can watch online. So that's important too. But you're obviously watching somehow because you're hearing me. So that's good news. Maybe Barbara already knows that online's the default. When we're not on your TV somewhere for a variety of reasons, then go online and hopefully you can catch us there. So, all right, good. All righty. It's good to know that Curtis Stone is on, and Crepey Skin is on, and Mercy Ships, whatever that is on. So it's good to know all the rest of them are on. Good. Thanks, Barbara. All right. Yeah, I don't know much about the Spectrum deal, but I don't run that stuff, so I just, yeah. But thanks for letting us know. We'll try to figure out why we're not. Okay, coming up. I just wish I had all the answers, guys. I do. Sometimes our broadcast partners don't show us, and I obviously wish we were on every day and all the channels we're supposed to be on, so I apologize. But remember, if ever you go to your DirecTV or Dish, because it happens, right? Weird things happen. all kinds of weird things that just happened this past week we weren't on. Weird things happen. It's why we have online broadcasts in today's day and age, so that if really they're there, if you're on the go really, or if you'd rather watch something else on TV and you want to watch us on your phone, that's what my own mother does. She never watches me on TV anymore. I think she forgets I'm on TV. She only watches on her phone. That way she can watch whatever she wants on TV at night and during the weekends, and she can watch her sports, which I'm all for. And just a reminder that we're usually available online, even if we're not on TV for some reason. So if your direct goes out, or your dish, or maybe you've got severe weather where you live, I know a lot of people, goodness gracious, we're keeping all those folks across our country who are under severe weather alerts today. We're keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. I know there's been some wild weather wreaking havoc across our country. So if you ever are without your TV provider, your cable, or your satellites on the blink, just go online. We should be there. There's 3 ways to do that. It's either our Facebook page, which is TVON's Facebook page, not mine, but TVON's, or our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. You can search TVON on YouTube, find us there, live broadcasting, or our website, tvon.com. It is also live streaming there at any given time. So if we're on, we should be on those online channels. So it's just good to know, because I know on any given day, some people are not getting us on TV. So, but we're still here. So here we go. We've got a brand new designer ring, and we've got a yellow and white diamond ring that I'm really excited about. So it's going to be coming up here. I've shown you a couple times. I know we're already excited about it. The new design. Something that's different, something that's unusual, something that's different than what we always have, which is usually the bridge or the double halo. This is more like a 3-stone oversized design, in the sense that, well, there it is from a distance, and you know I have a large hand. So it's a really big ring. It's going to be a presence on the hand for you. Let's take a look. I'm going to move those signet rings aside if you need those signet rings, or now that you've seen both. And that is everything, by the way. That is everything. So Barbara, you are getting us now, or you found us or not? Yes. Hi, Sandy. 2 today. Oh my goodness, wait a minute, what day is that? The 30th? That's Tuesday. Okay, so we won't be here. Oh, well, Sandy, should we just say Sandy, right? Not Sandra? Sandy, got it. Sandy, got it, because I want to make sure I get that right. Sandy, because a lot of our gals care. Sandra, Sandy, I want to wish you a happy birthday, since we're not going to see you. I won't get a chance to do that on Tuesday, because remember, we're not here. So happy birthday early. She celebrates a birthday on Tuesday, the 30th. So happy birthday to you. And she got herself 2 rings today. Do I ask what she got, Jess? Kind of excited. Birthday presents on the way. And hopefully they'll be there right about that time. So enjoy. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to you. Many, many happy returns, Sandy. Thanks for shopping with us and all these years. So let's take a look at our new yellow diamond. I know this is an exciting time. And a fellow Taurus. We've had so many. Have you noticed we've had a lot of our shoppers have birthdays recently? Like a lot of our long-time, really loyal shoppers have birthdays lately. Got a lot of our Taurus ladies out there. Yeah. Oh, good. You got the designer ruby? Love that. Oh, good, good, good. Thank you so much. Okay, so great choices, Sandy. Thank you, thank you. And then here we go. I have got 1124026. Speaking of, I just thought, oh, that's the item number that actually coincides with yesterday's date. So there you have it. That's going to be a really special yellow diamond. I want to come in closer. It's our first time seeing this design. And so it is going to be our 101 cushion cut stone. That's one big, big center stone. But then we added, gave it that bright pop of neon yellow diamonds right around that center stone. Then you have another great look where this is where I'm a little confused, because usually they would separate the big princess cut diamonds. And I'll tell you right now, I don't have a carat weight on those huge princess cuts, so I think they left them off. Here's what I can tell you. You're getting a 101 center stone in the yellow. The yellow diamonds beyond that are 31 points. So total 132 in yellows. Then all they gave me was a big diamond weight of 115 in the white diamonds. Great. They continue, but I do want to point out that your side left and right start with a very large princess cut that then has the halo of rounds around it. This is what gives it that big, beautiful, classic, almost 3-stone styling to it, but then the diamonds even continue further down the ring. So 115 plus 101 plus 31, that's a grand total of 247. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? It's even more impressive, I think, when it's on the hand, because then you really appreciate the size, the look, the side-to-side action, the fact that it stops at the right place so that you're always seeing those big, it's like a trio of big centerpieces all across the hand. Looks great. $247 is an $8,999 lowest. I already took $10,000 off that price because you probably heard me say earlier, and I specifically didn't want to put $18,999 up there because I don't want to scare anybody away. We're in our last 45 minutes after all, so I want to make sure that we continue to make these values incredibly important, not the ones that have you shy away or think about tuning out when we've only got another 45 minutes of what should be other amazing values. Here's this brand new one though, on the hand, and it's a little large on me, so it kind of, I kind of center it up best I can for you. But you can see how that looks side to side. Now, if you have a smaller finger, you're not going to really see the diamonds on the very sides until you turn your hand. From the up front, and might I add, this color of that center with that match in the halo, when you see this from this distance, which we're only about 2 feet away, doesn't that just look like you're wearing a 10 or a 12 karat yellow diamond instead of a 1 karat 01? Because it's the eye sees the overall of the yellow. So the halo around that 1 karat 01 center makes it look so much larger. And that's impressive because I don't know about you, but I'm probably not going to run out tomorrow and go buy myself a 10 karat yellow diamond. It's not in the cards. But if you can get a 1 karat 01, which let's face it, most of the 1 karat 01s in retail would also be not in the cards. They're too pricey as well. So this is where you really get an opportunity. And I took $18,999 and we just got $10,000 off that price right away. We're going to make this a lot more interesting, and this is what it boils down to. We've been waiting on this. This is the premiere of the day. This is the brand new style. I do want to just let you know that for shoppers who are really trying to be smart shoppers and understand where we're at in yellow diamonds, there are not many left. We haven't brought any new ones in several years now. We've been at every wholesale trade show all around the world to try and score and add a few extra yellow diamonds so that we don't have to be done with these stones yet. You have relied on us to bring you these incredible values on yellow diamonds. But we haven't brought any new ones in, not loose. We build all this jewelry starting with a foundation of a loose stone. That's where it all begins. That loose stone is the inspiration behind the design that goes around it and what goes around it and what goes into this style. It's not going to be $89.99. I know we seek out value, and I really don't think, judging on what I'm seeing with all those round brilliants, I don't think those princess cuts are included. I really don't think so. I think you're getting a little bit of extra diamond weight, which for the record would be about a 10-pointer on each side. In the princess cuts, those may be an extra added, they aren't in here, but you're not paying for them either. So keep in mind, this is all a minimum carat weight. That 247, minimum. And it's gonna be a heck of a value because you know what, with 45 minutes left, I have no choice but to put this on the auction block because I've taken $10,000 off and yet it still sits here. It's just sitting here. So that's where we've got to change it up. And if you want something bigger and bolder than what we've ever brought in a yellow diamond look before, this is really it. It's also not going to be $89.99 because, yeah, we need to move it. It's got to go. And I bet you there's maybe not 50 people out there, but there's probably one person saying, I love that ring. I love that ring. And now I just need to figure out, do you ever do that? Because it happens to be a lot as a shopper where I love something, but the price doesn't love me back. The price tag is not making me happy. Usually the happier the item makes me, the less the price tag does, let's be honest. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way about shopping any number of categories. If it's fine jewelry, it becomes even more so. I'm going to make this easy right now. It's not even going to be $8,000, $7,000, $6,000 to open. I have to put it on the auction block. Otherwise, my best price is $89.99. Can't budge. Here's what we'll do instead of $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000. This is a very large, oversized, major ring with all the look of a ring that, keep in mind, those are natural stones. Please remember yellow diamonds here, no matter if they're smaller or larger or anything in between, they are natural in their color. They are not treated or enhanced in any way. Those are natural from the earth. It's also not going to be $3,500 to start. This is a bit of a weird one in that it's a miracle of a value already, and there's nobody on the phone lines yet, and here's what we'll do. Great moment happening, but it's going to be coming down to this. I've not seen any of our 1 carats go this low. in recent memory. Here's what it looks like. I just think, again, with being as new as it is in design elements, I want you to see it on the hand a bit longer than normal, just to really see how this looks. Really giving you the 3-stone presence, but of course, really building upon that and really giving it a wider, bigger wow factor. That's not a small ring. It's kind of like my other yellow diamond piece I had earlier that was only in the yellow gold, where it was like, yeah, it's a tough one because we're going to instantly negate some interest because it's bigger. So anybody who's out there looking for a smaller ring is just simply not going to play. That's just not going to be for them. But if you want bigger and bolder, and then you still want to see a teeny tiny price tag, that's what we're doing. And it's not $3,500. Well, well, well. Let's go. With no more yellow diamonds coming in, this is one of our precious set aside now for, it's been over 3 years we've had this set aside just waiting. We decided to dress it up with a brand new mounting, not put it in the standard basic, you've seen it before, double halo, not put it in the bridge you've seen before. We have a few really popular classic yellow diamond mountings, but they've been done hundreds of times. This is brand new and one of our more extraordinary. Remember, you're getting that extra elevated level in that you're getting big princess cut white diamonds that are still VS. So your yellow center, the yellow beyond it, 3,500, 3,400, 33, 32, 31. This is where yellow diamonds loose don't go. We were the most recent trade show was a couple weeks back in Hong Kong. Great place to buy diamonds, but they've gone up. They went up between February and March. There's a show coming up in just a few short weeks. Again, we expect those same diamonds will be available at another new elevated price. They will have gone up again because we've seen it at every trade show for 6 consecutive trade shows, the same dealers with the same diamonds, and the prices on those same diamonds are more expensive. So it's not a good world to be thinking about the future when it comes to yellow diamonds unless money is no object. And I think for most of us, if we're shopping here, we value our hard-earned money to the point that we want to seek out that greatest value possible, and that's what this is. It's not even $3,100. We'll start at $3,000. $3,000 on a brand new style. You're the first to see it. You are the first, and it's likely not going to be back again, because when you have it discounted like I'm doing right now, you cannot get it any lower than that. And so why bring it back if the next time we see the mounting, it's got to be 4 or 5 times what you've already seen it for, as in right now today. So how about this? $10 increments, $3,000. We'll give it 60 seconds. I never know. I always say this with new mountings. It's rare to see a new mounting. Usually we kind of see the same mountings. We have like a core of about 10,000 mountings, and we'll use them over and over. To come up with something brand new in a concept that still is going to be beloved is tricky. But with any new mounting, there's also the tricky nature of you've not seen it. So you have no way of knowing what the price is supposed to be, except for the fact that I put it right up there. $18,999, got you better value today, 35 seconds left, and we have no open. Well, wouldn't you know it? So this is always where it's a little bit of a struggle on the newer pieces like this, and certainly hoping to bring it down in the price would help give a little more action. We still, yes, do have a Blue Wing Block D coming up in this show. I know we haven't seen any yet today, so if you're going, oh, today, this is the day, they're not going to be here. We have 2 of them coming up for you in the show before we go, but I have no $3,000 open, and this is, it's worrisome. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to take it lower, and I'm going to ask for forgiveness from the jewelry gods above at some other point, because we all know what yellow diamonds are doing. Pinks are doing it, greens are doing it, chameleons, browns. It doesn't matter. If it's a diamond, even the white diamonds that are basic are going up. There's a big shift in our world right now. You've probably heard about it. Most of the diamonds out and about for sale right now are made in a laboratory. They're made by man. There's nothing natural about them. They're made in a lab. And we're supposed to pay more money for a lab-grown stone than the real deal? I say no. I put my foot down and say no. We are going to give you values like we always have been known to do. We are looking for 3,000. We're verifying? Tell you what, let's go even lower. I got to do it. Got to make sure we get a lot of people. I did this earlier on another yellow diamond ring. It was just all yellow gold, all different yellow diamonds, smaller ones, put together in a ring. I'm going to make this really easy. Not even $3,000 to start. Let's get you in. It is a value, honestly. I'm in the wholesale trade too. Obviously, when you're in a business like this one, you're usually in multiple facets of the business. I am as well. I have my own business. I'm a designer as well. All of this. I come host these shows with you guys. It's a small world of fine jewelry, to be honest with you. And in the wholesale world every day, I can speak for Los Angeles, the same thing's happening in New York. You could not be buying that center stone alone for $3,000 in the wholesale district. We know that because even at the trade shows, you can't buy that individual stone for that price. And yet here's the ring with all this extra elaborate detail, gold, diamonds around it, and it's not gonna be $3,000 to start. I gotta get this going. How about $2,900 to get this going? There's a much smaller diamond weight that we do a lot that is more money and very popular. I know this has got the new factor going on, so it's not one we're super familiar with yet. Probably won't see it again at this rate because, again, I'm dropping the price out of necessity today, but we're looking for $2,900 to get it started. Let's see if that does it, Tony. 60 seconds. Okay. Verifying? Wait a minute. We are verifying. Doesn't look like it's official yet. Stop the clock. I know, 35 seconds left. I'm going to stop the clock. I'm going to drop the open again. I've got to get this out the door. I can't risk that this could stay here today. And in 36 minutes, I could potentially put that back in a vault on a brand new designer yellow and white diamond ring that's got almost 2.5 carats of diamonds. A huge center stone, $2,900. This is my final offer. And if you haven't dialed in, come on in. This is the moment. It's right now. It's happening. It's the moment. We're in last final call on the show. Don't see you till tomorrow morning. Here's what we'll do instead of even $2,900. This is so problematic for what this is. Forget about everything that's around it. The center stone alone should never, ever be this price. That is a 101 VS, cushion cut, brilliant cut, in the center of it all, should never be $2,900. I'm gonna go $2,800. You know why? I remember once upon a time there was another spooky day, and it wasn't Halloween either. And it was a spooky day where I had to do something like that on a 1 carat with less diamonds around it. And that finally made the magic happen. So I'm going to do it again. And this is, it's as low as I can go. I can only go one direction from here, and that's up. So we can either do $89.99 buy it now, or we can offer $2,800 to get this started. Are we ready to restart the clock? I am going to give it 60 seconds. We may have the open. We're verifying right now. Come on in. And you have a money-back guarantee as well. So if you are one of those non-believers so far and you think, nope, too good to be true, it is true. It is too good, but it is true. It's too good for $2,800, if I'm being really honest with you. It's too good. It's too much diamond weight. It's too much quality. Should never be $2,800. We're going right now to the wheel, giving it 60 seconds to get it started. If we do, great. If we don't, we move on. But that is... woo, that's a value. That's a value. 28 to open. I'm going to show it again. Yes, let's show it on the hand. And remember, those, I don't think they're in here, but the princess cuts that you have on each side, I don't think that that's always separated. I have no princess cut carat weight here. Andy, did we check on that? There's no princess cut carat weight. We usually put those separate. So those are probably free 10-point princess cuts. I think they're 10 points. I'm estimating here based on the look, but I've been doing this a while, so it's pretty accurate. And so you're getting at least 247 in diamonds, at least. It could be more by 20 points or so. It really could be. So we have 20 seconds now and verifying. Let's see if we've got $2,800 because we are, whew, this is, I'm in panic mode here. Yeah, admittedly, this is a little bit of a panic mode situation. That yellow diamond is gorgeous. And by the way, is it light, barely there, canary yellow? You know how that's like a euphemism for like barely there color? Most yellow diamonds, if they're natural, are barely there. You just get a little bit of yellow. That is bright. That's popping. That's that bright, vivid type of material. Then you've got the match and the halo around it. Let's try it on again. Do we have $2,800? Because that's not a small ring. Most of my yellow diamond, even my 1 carat center stones, the ring overall is a half the size. This is, I know, is not for the gals who like smaller jewelry. We'll have to wait for something else for you. But this is really for the big and the bold. Where the price tag hasn't, that's not big and bold. That's not a big and bold price tag. That does not suit what kind of carat weight you have here, where likely we're missing something there too. This is the ultimate high level. So do we have 28? It looks like we do. We've got it officially. We do have, well, here we go. It's got the open at long last. We've got 28. It's official. We have $2,800, and we have some new people who have never participated in an auction before, it sounds like, who are saying, so how does this work? So we now have the open, just for the record. So at this point, I'm about to give it a 2-minute clock because we only have 30 minutes left in the show. So I could easily spend 30 minutes just whining, begging, pleading. Maybe a tear would be shed here or there, but we can't. We've got other pieces to show, including our blue wing block Ds of the day, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. But it also means it's last call because it is going out the door. It is saying goodbye today. It will not stay, which was the goal. So that was accomplished. Now, as far as meeting cost of what it cost us to make it, because we produced it, we made it. It was created here in-house in this facility that I stand in, and yet we had to spend more to make it than you're spending today. True story. So now we're at $2,800, and I do believe that there is a diamond weight missing here, which is not included. So I think you're getting a little extra diamond weight than is actually what is here, but we're calling it minimum. So you're getting at least 247. That I can guarantee you, you're probably getting more like 267 in diamonds, but that is really beside this point. The point right now is all about this value. This value is everything, and we are going to be wrapping this up. So it's $10 only on the increment. So we're not asking for $2,900 or $3,000. We're asking for $2,810 just to get you participating. We will carry it out through there. Obviously, this is a live auction. So for our newer shoppers who are going, what is this? How does this work? It's a phone call. It's that phone number you dial in. If you want to participate today in this auction, it's a phone call away. And if you win, if you're the highest bidder in 2 minutes, this ring is sent to your house. Then you open the box. I think you're going to shriek with joy. I think you're going to be very excited. There's probably going to be some, ecstatic moments, jumping up and down, very excited, probably taken out in the sunlight, admiring your new ring on your hand in the sunlight and everywhere else. And you're probably going to look back at that invoice and go, how much did I get this for? Because there's no way. And that is the beauty of what we do. Slower day on a Saturday. Hey, we're in the reality of spring and summertime here. The next few months, you can't miss a show because you know what? Whenever you're in the mood for jewelry, the values just got cranked up. They're better values than even normal because on these auctions, we have hardly any participants. So this is where you dial in. Now we're going to give it 2 minutes. It's going to be over. It's going to somebody. We know that. So it's our last call. We're at 28. If you got a 2810 bid or beyond, we need to hear from you because this ring could be arriving at your house in the next couple of days. So we're in the final call here. We have 2 minutes, of course. What do I mean? We're going to size it for you. Now it stays as is. So there's no gold color change. It just stays in the yellow and the white together like you're seeing here. But we can size it for you to whatever you need. We obviously do that because we want it to be ready to wear. The last thing I want you to do is have that ecstatic jump for joy moment and then have to run to a jeweler, find who's credible, who's reputable, who's good, who's not going to jack up your diamonds, who's not going to mess up your setting. So we take care of that. And then, by the way, you'd have to spend hundreds of dollars to have it sized up or down. So instead we say, let's skip all that drama. Let's not have you pay a penny more. You're only paying $2,800 for the ring right now. Let's get it to you. We have 1:15 left. You got to start dialing. If you get it today, get your size. And by the way, after all that, you still have weeks to decide if it's for you or not. Is it the piece that you want to have forever and ever? Is this the yellow diamond you've been waiting a lifetime for? Is this the value? Well, I'll tell you that because I'm here all the time. I can tell you when a value is a value. And this one is a value. And believe it or not, I'll be the first one to say when something isn't. Or better yet, I just won't show it. Because there's a lot of jewelry I can show, and I don't show it if it's not a great value. Not every piece is a great value. Sometimes pieces are a little more than what we're used to spending. Here's your last 35 seconds to make the phone call, to jump in. Here is what it looks like on the hand again. It is striking. It is stunning. It is one of the bolder diamond rings. And you know what it does? It looks like, I know it's been a while, but it looks like the 3 carats we used to have. It has the presence in the design where it looks like that center stone is not a 101, but it looks like a 2.5 or 3 carat yellow diamond, which we don't even have anymore. So this is the moment to take advantage of it right now. It's going to be, well, we're at $2,800. We've got 5 seconds left. We'll make it official here. And remember how important it is when you see those clocks, you always want to down on the early side of the clock so you're in time, because this is not a time to waste, and you don't want to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime just because you're a couple seconds tardy on the phones. So here we are. Do we have 2810 or 2900? I know I'm asking for the world here. Do you think we have anybody at maybe $3,000? No? Okay, no power bids. That's okay too. It's minimum increment is minimum increment. You don't need to go any higher than that, but let's see if we've got 2810 and can keep this thing going, because the clock is out, so everybody who can bid is in. Does anybody want to go 2810 or more? That's it? You got it? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. And here it is. Well, wait, do we want to see this one first? Oh, yeah, we do. Or I have a bigger stone. I know, bigger than that? Really? I do. I have a 10 karat 96 or the 7 karat, but two different cuts, so you're probably gonna have a preference here. This is the emerald cut, here's the cushion cut square, look at that. So we'll start here since it's the larger. Then we'll get to the emerald cut for you next. This is 111 6559, and isn't that a dandy? I'll zoom back because this has a lot going on around it. Yes, the center stone is 10 carats 96. It also has a carat 13 of just pear and marquise shapes. We tend to break it down because you got some really big stones there individually. Fancy cuts too. So we break it down. You get a carat 13 in the fancy pear and marquise cuts. The rest are rounds. The rounds would be 46 points. That gives you a grand total of 159 in diamond weight. And look at the reds. Now it leans a little bit just because it's got those really pretty points the diamonds create. Yes, the emerald cut is coming up directly after this, but let's get this one home first because it's got a new mark down and it's supposed to be $19,999. And we're here to make it a whole lot more affordable. That's a good looking stone. There's something about, we've noticed this before, whether they're smaller or larger like this, there's something about the square cushions that really, when they are museum reserve as this is, they are giving and delivering a lot of fabulous light. And I'm talking red, 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 red throughout. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Even better, because now it's under lesser light. So now you're seeing even more of the neons, even more of those bold, bright reds that you see in there. And yet, it's one only. Total diamond weight 159. Each point, north, east, south, and west, has that same trio of exotic cuts. That's where you get the combination of the pear and the marquise together. It's basically 3 of them paired up together and times 4, because one trio for each side. So 12 of those stones, diamonds that fill it in, that's the 46 points of the rounds, 159, white gold only. Actually, you could technically change it. I would say probably best bet to leave this in the white gold as it is. It's not even 10,000. We got a huge value for you on this one. All those glorious colors in a huge, nearly 11 karat, but the cushion cut square makes it a little bit more wearable for the bigger sizes. And then don't go anywhere because that 7 karat doesn't look much smaller than the 11 karat. And it's not even going to be 10,000 or $99.99. Watch this. One caller takes it. We have been waiting for these today. I mean, we went through the entire show, 2.5 hours worth with no blue wing black Ds. So now they're coming out to play. Just 2 of them. And here we go. This one's actually better than 9,000, 8,000, or 7. Not even 69.99. Well, how about this? And just really elite diamonds here. It's a really big upgrade to get those diamonds the way they're set, to get those fancier cuts, to get those bigger sizes like you have. And we're going to make it real simple and easy here. It's not even $69.99. We'll blow it out for $6,888. And yep, the 7 karat emerald cut is next. Okay, the emerald cut is 1124011. And it's coming up right now. Here is, it's even more so, I don't know how I'm saying this, but it's a fact. This emerald cut is highly saturated to the point that I would say in comparison with the last 11 karat we just saw, it has got further saturation and more neon. And of course, with the step faceting, really showing off those reds. Let me make sure it's polished here, and it's going to be our 7 exactly, 7 carats. The item number on this one, 1124011. It's a 7 karat emerald cut even. It doesn't look that much smaller than this one here. Yep, there it is. Which one's more saturated? Oh, wow. So look quick, because I'm about to zoom in on the emerald cut so we can focus in on that, because this is one that I think out of the 2 today, well, you're going for the emerald cut. I do think so. It's our 7 karat, then it's got a lot of diamond weight, 101 on the diamond weight all together. I mean, really, there's not a bad angle. Usually I have to finesse it a little bit to show off the reds. Not here. They're coming right on through. But it's only moving left to right. Imagine when it's on your hand and it's moving left to right, up and down, side to side, all over the place. That is what you get. Every single facet, every interior of that stone lights up red. We have 22 minutes left in the show. My goodness, we better make this snappy. It is a really specialty stone. There's always something special about the emerald cuts, but usually what they do, and this is just a trait of emerald cuts in general, not just blue wing block Ds, not just tanzanite, but usually what the emerald cuts will do is they tend to have that right down the middle. So you look at your emerald cuts here, right to the middle, it's going to tend to look a little bit lighter. It's going to be a little less saturated. It's not the case here. Not at all. It's not the case. I would contend it actually looks even maybe a little bit brighter, deeper, and more neon through the middle of that stone. And then, of course, all those step facets light up red. It's any gold you want. It's, as usual with the Museum Reserve, it's actually a little bit upgraded because the emerald cuts in anything, diamonds, like basic white diamonds included, emerald cuts are more money. There has to be, and tanzanite doesn't struggle with clarity the way diamonds do, or the way a lot of stones do. Clarity, if someone's touting tanzanite clarity, big deal. It's great, but it always gives that to you. So we're not going to really make that the focal point of tanzanite because it's a clean stone. It's blessed in that way. But what you don't get, and where it really, really tends to differ, is all in the saturation of color. That's where blue wing block D, especially our Museum Reserve here, that's where that gets so special. And the reds, you just see it. They go all the way out to the very edge too. That's my favorite thing, is that they go all the way to the very girdle of the stone. That even lights up red right there. You see on the left side, watch that, right there. You see those bright reds coming through. And all of that look better in person still. So here's what I'm thinking. Wow, it's only $12,999. That surprises me a little bit. Watch it on the hand here. What happens when you go further away? But it's also a little lesser light here. Oh, come on now. You know, I'm an emerald cut fanatic, so it's a tough moment for me because I'm seeing really the dream here. And if you feel the same, come on in. It's not $12,999. Let's blow it out. Dare I just run another auction to get away from even $99.99, which is my absolute rock bottom sale price today? Better than $99? Let's put it on the auction block. And we know we're in last call on blue wings, so you can't rest on your laurels and think, I'll just get one in a few months. Nope. Unfortunately, you can't get one in a few months. Here's your moment. And if you love emerald cuts, try this one. I would say it's a 7 karat that when we saw it next to that cushion, remember how this color was even a little bit more saturated, but when you saw it next to the cushion cut, which was an 11 karat, how similar they looked. This would be a 7 karat that is giving a visual that looks larger than a 7 karat. So there's that. It's also not going to be $9,000 or $8,000 or $7,000 to start. Now we're already right there at $1,000 a carat. Just for the record, nobody's selling tanzanite, regular tanzanite for $1,000 a carat right now. That's not happening. So we're already saying, here's the best ever mined. Let's give it to you for $1,000 a carat and give you a carat of 1 in free diamonds in gold. Let's size it and change the gold color too while we're at it. Let's give you a better value than even $7,000, $6,000, or $5,000. This is going to fly. There is something just almost miraculous about this emerald cut, given the colors it has, given the saturation level you're getting. It's not 5, it's not 45. I'm not even asking for $4,000. We have just a few minutes left, so we got to get this out the door. And it's the only blue wing besides the 1096 of the day. It's the new reality. Every show that begins, I tell you right up front, what do we have left in blue wings? Because one day soon, it's going to be, oh, guess what? Today there are no more blue wing block Ds. And I know we dread that day. But I'm going to watch this one fall, not even 4,000. Let's make it a $10 increment. And let's start lower, because the increments don't matter until we get the open. I'm not starting at 39. I haven't even really moved it yet, but what's going to happen when we show it really direct to the light? Look at those colors. 39, 38, 37. Uh-oh. $3,600 to start. Carat of one, split shank, big diamond in the middle. A classic halo all the way around that stone. And it's not even going to be $3,600 to open. Let's try it. $3,500. Let's go. $3,500 and a $10 increment only. Good luck. Let's have some fun with this one. And more importantly, get it a great home. That's just too cool. The reds are just sensational, aren't they? Whoo, redalicious right there. Wow. We'll give it 60 seconds. Let's get it started. And shortly, we're going to have some congratulations in order here. Tim's thinking about it. Verifying right now in that open. Let's see if we've got it confirmed. There is nothing like a museum reserve. Can I just say, it has been a privilege to bring all and any blue wings, but the museum reserves are just over the top outstanding. They really are. We have the open. We got it. Well, this is where the surprise is. We have one bidder. We have one open. We have $3,500. It's going. So now it becomes even more crucial. Tim, may I ask you a question there? Do you know who you have there? Who is it? Jane. From where? Oh, hi, Jane in Colorado. So we have the open. But the good news is, because there's a lot of people not named Jane in Colorado right now who are probably saying, I wanted that stone. It's a $10 increment. The amount of money, and I ask you to think about what you were saving versus the increment that we're asking for. $35.10 would be the next minimum bid. That's a $99.99 lowest. So there's plenty of savings happening right here on one of our last emerald cuts. I think it's actually our last, I think. Anybody else? Should we dare give it a 2-minute clock? Let's do it. By the way, $10 is just a suggestion. It's just a minimum. We would love to hear 36, 4,000, 5,000, 5,500, all a great value. Truly, a $5,500 price tag would still be a great value. It would be. But we don't ask that you have to do that. We're looking for a $10 advance, and we're going to give it 2 minutes, because then we basically have 10 minutes left after this ends to show you whatever it is you want to see. Any recaps from earlier in the show, we still have a Congolese tourmaline, we still have an emerald, we still have that 11-carat tanzanite is here. But I think before you shop the 11-carat, give this one some thought, because it's a lot less money. The 11-carat, which didn't have quite the color, was a different cut, actually was $68.88. So we're saving you a bundle here to get a 7-carat that looked like the 11-carat. It was a pretty big size. And the emerald cut, which is just so many steps up in rarity and should be a step up in price tag, but it's not. Take a look at it. Last call. Yes. This one? Sure. Do you have a new register back there too, by the way? Good. We got some new registers here throughout the show today. I want to welcome all of you that are brand new shoppers or just brand new registers. This is what they did just now. We never, remember that clarity I talked about? We never want to get in the way of that. So if we added this big, busy lattice work, some type of undergallery, it would look like inclusions. We don't want that to happen. So what we did, it still is an undergallery, but this outline is going to be what sets it up off the hand comfortably, which gives you more gold, but still doesn't distract from the beauty. We don't want anything interfering with the beautiful parallel step facets you're getting here. Because imagine, I'll just put my tweezers behind it. You see how and my tweezers are obviously aligned with the step facets, but notice how you would actually see something through that. We don't want to distract from the clarity because that's the stone that is supposed to give us great clarity. We don't want to make it look like somehow we got you great color, but oh yeah, there's inclusions. No, this is where that is such a really well thought out way to finish it on the inside, to do that under gallery. You know what, Tony, with a minute left, I'm going to try it on the hand again so everyone can see it there, get an idea of the size. And we're going to size it for you. So as far as size of the stone, it looks like that. But ring size is up to you. Gold color is up to you. I keep having to say and remind you of these beautiful special customizations we do here for free because there are a lot of brand new shoppers these days. There are a lot of new TVON family members who are shopping for the first time, who could be watching for the first time, who don't understand that everywhere else you'd go, you have a size of a ring. It's shipped to you that way and you're fending for yourself. And that's not what we do. We, again, the reason we're allowed to do that is we are the manufacturer. It's what sets us apart from everywhere you've ever shopped for jewelry on TV before. And I know there's plenty of people selling jewelry on TV. There always has been. But everyone does different varieties, different qualities. But most people are still buying from designers and manufacturers overseas where it went through sometimes 5 or 6 different folks before it gets to you, the consumer. That's not what we're doing, and that's part of the reason we bring you this, again, the values we have. So do we have 35? I know we have 35. Do we have anybody but want to go take it below or beyond 3,500? Like 30, maybe 3,510 or 3,600. Do we have 36? 3,510? Tell me, 3,550. We got to close the auction here. I know we have somebody who's trying to get in because obviously it's the end of the day too. So a lot of people are asking for requests and buying Signet rings right now. I hear a few of you buying Signet rings right now. Thank you. A lot of you have decided on your Signet rings and how you want those customized, but customized, customized. Yes. I'm just so right now. It's all about this blue wing, and it's just got me. It's got me. Value like that. Nobody else. Andy, no, no, no. Thinking about it. Verifying. 35, 10, 36. Do you have it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Well, thank you so much. I do have a very large pair of diamond earrings here for you. This one is spoken for. Let's take a look at this. Here is the diamond earring with an omega backing. And it just is one huge button style earring of diamonds put together, all around brilliance. We are down to 10 minutes, so if you have requests, get them in. We would love your requests before we go today. Here is the diamond earring du jour. We had some smaller ones earlier. Let me show you the comparison because this is kind of fun. We had some beautiful 75-point diamond stud earrings earlier today. But let's just, for the record, because you might look at this and go, oh, look, it looks about the same. Well, this one has 205 in diamonds. It's 1112925. Here's the comparison, which is great. If you want a little smaller, you got them. 75 points in diamonds right here, they were $699. If you want to go big time with 205 in diamonds and a much bigger example, this is the way you go. They're omega backs. The others are posts. These are omegas. You can still have any gold color you wish, and they are lovely. They actually were designed based off of a ring that was the similar design, very popular here. Very, very popular. So that is based off of, do you guys remember it? It was this big, we did a whole series of them. We did a pear shape, we did a round, we did a cushion cut. And this obviously is that square cushion design and look that really is meant to go along and match the ring that we had. Well, here's the earring. I'm going to show you the size from a distance away. Here's the size and scale you're getting. It's a post. Now the post is at the top. That's how an omega back works. So the post is going to be up top. This is a hinge style that flips down, and then it's going to comfortably rest against the back of your earlobe. So you need that because otherwise, if this were just a post and you have a bigger earring, it would do that. It would be on your ear and would fall forward, and we want our diamonds to be upright like this. You're not going to see that omega back hinge. I'm going to show one on. Actually, Tony, before I do that, let me measure it for you too, because you're probably curious as to what that measures out to be. So that's actually going to be, about 5/8 of an inch approximately there, top to bottom, side to side. It is square, and it's got that soft edge, so it's a soft corner, so it's not, anything harsh. It's really feminine and pretty, but bold. And of course, 205 in diamonds is a ton of diamond weight. So we're going to make them really affordable. They're supposed to be $39.99. Hey, new markdown coming your way today. So we got a huge value. And if you already own the ring, you owe it to yourself to get the earrings today And this is the no excuse day to do it because they're so affordable. I'm talking best value ever. Look at that. And I don't even have it straightened out there, but you can see what happens when you do, how beautiful that looks together, how bold and bright. It kind of does at first glance look like you're wearing one huge diamond, right? It does. It really does. But actually, more sparkle, of course, than one diamond could ever give you, because one diamond only has 58 facets or so. This is obviously a myriad of diamonds, so every single one of them giving you 58 facet round brilliance. Put them together. What do you have? Some serious sparkle on your ears, but still wearable because it's not a drop. It's not this big old chandelier earring. It's a sit close to the ear drop or big stud style, and yet still has piercing coverage even with that post at the top point. Let's blow them out. Not even $39.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. This is a value. They're not even half that price at $2,000. We've got about 7.5 minutes. Let us know if there's anything else you want to see. Those are easy on, easy off, just comfortable to wear, and they're not $2,000. They're not $19.99 is already below $1,000 a carat for VS diamonds, and a lot of them. And it's not 19. They're not 18. They're not 17 or 1,600. What is going on? Because this is the lowest price I've presented these through the years many times. We've not seen this price tag. This is a serious drop. This is a serious drop in price. It's not even $1,699. It's blowout time. We have just minutes left in the show. 7 minutes. What would you like to see before we go? If it is diamond earrings you want, you can either get the 75 pointers we had earlier or shop this now at $1,599 only. That's it. So a major value right there. $1,599. And then I'm going to recap a couple items if we have time. Still have an emerald. Still have a Congolese. Still have our golden zoisite. It was a golden color of tanzanite. Still have the sphene, I think, the color change sphene. So we'll try to recap if we have time. But still want to accommodate everybody who needs a big diamond earring. I just love that in one show, we had basically two incredible diamond earrings that were the same concept, multiple rounds put together, squared off style, but just two different price points and two different sizes as a result. So the big ones, I still can't believe. You know, normally it's so backwards. The 75 pointers should have been $1,599. These should be $4,000 or more. Instead, we flip-flop it. We do the big version with the 205 for $1,599, and then we get you the 75 points in diamonds for only $699, which you can, by the way, still purchase if you'd like to. And I know those were some time ago, so if you do need a little refresher course on those 75 pointers, we can do it. But if you already saw them, you know it could be very tempting to just go ahead and upgrade to the 2-carat plusers that you see here and get that great value and have them right on out. Mother's Day is coming too. So remember how beautiful this would be to celebrate the moms who never ever would really, not typical to buy big old diamond earrings for yourself always. So maybe you want to show her, shower her with love, shower her with devotion, respect, and generosity, and she'll never, ever imagine you only spent $1,599 to get 205 in VS diamonds like this. We have a request for our last few minutes. Let's bring that out before we go. Any other questions you have about anything you've seen? Let's bring out some gorgeous triple row diamond hoops for Lynette. Thank you, Lynette, for the request. We'll bring them out now. So this is just another way you can do diamond earrings. There's the big stud style here, or you can do a triple row wider tire style hoop that is reversible. You can wear them like this. You can wear them like this. Look how we do the back finishing so you have that solid mirror finish gold, or wear them just like that. So here they are, Lynette. These are going to be item number 1116378. Last minutes of the show here. We're down to 4.5 minutes. So call us quickly. Place those orders for anything you're thinking about. These are white, yellow, or rose gold as well. You get a carat or two. So it's still giving you a smaller length, meaning the diameter, because they are a round hoop, 1/2 inch here. Let me show you what they look like from a distance. Again, totally reversible. You can have solid gold or you can have diamonds. I think you and I are like the same. We're probably going to wear the diamonds out front most of the time. 1/2 inch. Reverse them if you like. They're stunning on. Because they're width, sometimes we like a 1/2 inch hoop in second and third piercings these days. Because they have a wider presence, I think these are best for primary. And then if you had, let's say, a smaller hoop, like a typical style, a single row, you could then layer that on up with your primary piercing here. But look at that, see the width? I just think that that's probably a little wide if you're thinking about stacking, 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 but it's up to you. But there's a great price tag associated. Again, it's a carat 02 in those lovely diamonds, of course, our VS diamonds that we love so much, and they're gonna be only $999 for the pair. And then I'll go ahead and, you know what, let me switch one out and reverse it for you just so you can see it the other way so that you can see what it's gonna look like. Because if you think you're never gonna wear it that way, I think you might. I really do, because there's something about when you get that kind of width. We see a lot of these gold hoops out here where it's like what we call the tire style, where they look, you know, the whole idea is wider. Yes. Thank you. What color is she getting? She's going to go for the yellow. Thank you, Lynette, so much for the request. I'm so glad we got your request in here before we ran out of time today on this Saturday. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow to do it again, same time, same place, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. That is noon Central time, 1 p.m. Eastern. We have Saturdays and Sundays are here during the morning hours on the West Coast, afternoons on the East Coast, and then our weeknight shows on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are in the evening. So just a reminder, we are back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. So that's our Sunday. But take a look. That's how you, I just put the same earring on, just backwards. I put the post through the back of the piercing. It's really easy to do. You probably don't typically do that with your earrings, but with this style, it is what makes it reversible and easily so. So we'll go back to our wheel. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the show. If there's anything else we can help you with or anything you want to check on availability, there are a few pieces that are still hanging out here tonight or today. So you can still grab those if you'd like. Gotta love the fact these are 3 rows. Actually, I can set these usually balance upright for us. So that's what they would look like, obviously, when you have them on the ear. So a really beautiful, it's a statement hoop without being oversized. You know, statements don't always need to be 3-inch or 4-inch hoops that not everybody can wear. These are still a statement because they're bringing you that wider look. So it's certainly a wow, but still closer to the ear. Usually a 1/2 inch, by the way, is still going to clear most earlobes. So even if your piercing's a little higher or your earlobe's a little longer, I know sometimes smaller hoops don't work for everybody. Usually the 1/2 inch is the one that I say is safe. It always works. So that's something to keep in mind as well. If you've tried 1/4 inches and sometimes they were a little bit snug to the ear, this is where you get just a little extra drop that usually works. And by the way, as these move side to side, you see the inside. It's not just the outside of the back that makes them reversible that's so pretty. You see that the inside is also just as wide and mirror finished and really luxury. Every aspect of this hoop. Do not let that $9.99 price fool you. It is luxury all the way. If you have any questions about anything you've seen today, we'd be happy to answer those. We're still here after we go off the air in a few seconds here. We're still here in our phone bank answering your phone calls. So I hope that if you do have any questions for us, you'll give us a call at that phone number. We'll be here to help you answer your questions, get requests in for tomorrow if you have any as well, and grab anything that might still be available from our 3-hour Saturday. It's been a joy to be with you as always. I hope that you found something you loved. If not, again, we're back tomorrow with more jewelry. A lot of brand new coming up. Sundays are do not miss. Always, always, always. So make sure you're with us at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's when we kick it all off. That's 10 Pacific time. That's noon Central time, and that's 1 p.m. Eastern. So we look forward to seeing you all then. 20 seconds remaining, but again, call us. We're here. We're here for a few minutes. The phone lines stay open for about 5 minutes after we go off the air. So we can help you with anything you need. And thanks again for watching, and thanks for shopping. Special welcome to so many brand new registers, first-time shoppers here today. Thank you. It's a joy to have you as part of our TVON family. And for now, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow morning.